Here we go, start a recording. Start a streaming. Oh my gosh, my voice is like, whoa. Super deaded. Okay, are we live? We live? Run what? Nope, can't start an ad yet. Error. I broke everything. I tried to do it too early. And thus, I need to restart. I was going to say restart my computer, that's not true. Refresh my browser. There we go. Let it go. Has a notification come in yet? Not yet. Let's copy the itinerary. I'll get it ready to paste. What the heck? 23rd of November? Why has it got my current thumbnail? That doesn't... Oh, that's probably what happened at the end? Does that make sense? I don't remember. I'm now confused. I'm waiting though. Where is that Discord notification? Hello, Discord? Are you here yet? I don't know why it's taking so long. I also don't even have my Twitch chat set up properly over here. OBS over here, like it should be. Hello, Pingcord? Are you saying that I need to do it manually myself? This is a really awkward start. It's okay, no one's here yet. Oh, I see all of the previous, like, stream links have been refreshed for some reason to now use that one. Okay. How long are we going to wait for this? I'll give it to, like... I'll give it 2 more minutes. If it doesn't load, then I will just manually ping everyone. Not everyone, obviously streamers only. Stream notifications. Blueprints, it's been so long since I played, it's not even in my shortlist of Steam games right now. I'm still waiting. Okay, you know what? We're doing a manual ping. Streams. DeerDarling is now live. Come join the fun. And then I copy link, I assume I do. Oh, never mind, there it is. It just needed a threat that I was going to do it. I was going to do it for it. And it was like, nope. Let me step in and do my role. Okay. Let's pause this music and we can get started with blueprints. I don't know what we're doing. I'm gonna be real. I have almost no recollection of what's going on. I guess I just had to wait until Slime's here for an actual... So, okay, no, I would say it's not I have no recollection because I have opened up my blueprints notes and it's immediately opened up to trying to figure out the names of angels. Which I do remember vaguely doing this. I do remember also having some other thoughts about where we could find the names of the angels, but I can't remember where. Because we need to find the farmer, the chimney sweep, the maid, the jockey. That's the 4 different angels. The maid, I'm pretty sure we can find in one of the... It's probably in one of the bedrooms somewhere. I don't remember where or which one. The farmer and chimney sweep, I actually generally have no idea where they appear. I assume they must appear in one of the books. Or something. What other tasks do we have to do? Here's Slime, hello. I was just trying to remember what we're doing. So I was saying that we're trying to find out the angels' names. And the ones we need are the farmer, the chimney sweep, the maid, the jockey. I was saying that the maid, I'm pretty sure we can find in... I think now I think about a maid's chambers would probably make a lot of sense. Because I know there is stuff in there. I can't remember what there was. But it's also a room that we don't draft very often, so it's also probably fair that I would not pay attention to it. I have no idea where we're going to find out about a jockey, because there's no, like, stables or anything, so I assume this must be from a book or something. Chimney sweep as well, I'm not sure where we'd find out the chimney sweep's name. And farmer... Well, the farmer feels like we should be able to find it in one of the green rooms. I don't know which green room, necessarily, but I suppose that's for us to discover. Apart from that, what other things have we got going on? Like, what are we trying to do? We're trying to do a dead end run. We're trying to... We bought everything from a showroom, right? I think so. Oh, we're trying to do the castle puzzle, which we made good progress on. I just don't know what it's telling me. It's like saying 6 add 6 tor law et, which makes no sense to me whatsoever, to be honest. But I'm sure there's some significance of it. I don't even know what we do with this necessarily, because I don't know where we can even input this. I assume it's meant to be an instruction or something. I wouldn't be surprised if it's an Irasian instruction, but I can't remember how the Irasian language works. So, but yeah, apart from that, a new clue message. Turn sundial base. Why have I not? Roman room page 13 word 10. Why have I not done this? Roman room page 13 10. Did I not do this message? Maybe I didn't do this message. Oh, scorched sundial. Oh, I just wrote it on a different... I awkwardly have written it on the wrong layer. So I'm trying to find out which layer I have written it on. It was one of those. So I don't really know what that means, turn scorched sundial base. Okay, here. I wrote it on the wrong layer. Take that. Put that there. Merge down. Beautiful. So those are the 3 things. You also got a new admin key to try. I don't remember what it was. Can you remind me? What was the admin key to try? Oh, no, no, I do vaguely remember. It was the one which was too short. Libby, yeah, that's right. Why don't we do that? Yeah, well, you can also move a foundry. I don't know how many days it's been since we've Pestebegoned it. Oh, I guess only 1. So, that's fine. Seeing as that's something... Why do we have a vault key? What did we have in our previous run? Oh. I assume we had the thing which preserves items. Okay, why don't we try the admin key now? Because we know it exists. I don't see any issue with doing so. We should look at the sundials. Because these are... That's not a sundial, that's a bird bath. What does a scorched sundial base mean? I don't even remember where the sundial is. Is there a sundial in here? That's not a sundial. But let's do this. Black Bridge. Admin key. Lee B. Do we need caps? Welcome to Blackbridge. Okay, let's get our notes. Outside rooms, Blackbridge Grotto, that seems correct. Is this a delisted admin or what? Delete. Oh, it is delisted. Okay, never mind. I already made a folder for it apparently in advance. You bought out a showroom, so the moon pendant preserved 2 items. Okay, makes sense. Okay, network settings. What's going on? Is this stuff that we did last time? Electronic mail? Yes. Okay, no. This is stuff we did and checked last time, I remember that. User database. We looked at this and 3 more that we haven't seen. And I think we checked most of these already. So, admin logs. Are these the same ones? No, these do look different, at least. I think. Wait, are they different? No, that's exactly the same. Hold on. I'm just double checking real quick. Yes, okay, these are exactly the same admin logs. Okay, data files. Import trophy data. What's the point of his admin key? Am I missing something? Do you have different admin logs maybe? Like later on? Oh, wait. Is that a new one? Okay, maybe I should just I will compare page by page which ones we have or don't have the same. So this is the same? This is the same. I assume it's the ones which have Libby are no longer deleted, so theoretically... Oh, hello. Yes, okay. These ones are now new. Right, okay. 3 new admin keys have been added to the network's users database. Libby, Propsy, and Honu. Okay, so those are the other admin keys for us to try, I suppose. Admin log view access restricted to the following admin keys. Okay. Propsy. That's a new one, isn't it? Yes. Right, so adding in the admin keys adds in their logs. That makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Excuse me, my throat is very ugh today. Propsy, Lee, we are planning something later this year and need to make sure communication on here is not being archived. Are there additional steps we can take to ensure privacy? Well, so much for that. So much for your consent policy. Or retention policy, sorry. Already taken care of, we're now bypassing message archiving. Randall shouldn't notice anything out of the ordinary. Oh, okay, there's a conspiracy going on here. Propsy, good. No one else on the estate knows we're here, other than Mary, of course, who saw Lee on Tuesday, but, Honu has a plan to take care of her. Ah, wait, are these the people who wrote that, not the hostage letter, the threatening letter? One of the red letters in the safes or something, wasn't it? If it must be done, it must be done. Just see that the body is not discovered. The last thing we need is for a red guard to be snooping around here. I see. She won't be found, rest assured. Let's disperse for now. I'll meet you all at a safe house in Reddington in 4 days. Then once the inquiry is over, we'll proceed with our plans for the museum. Ah, okay, no, this is wait, no, so these are the people who are taking the jewels from the crown? I thought Mary was one of them. This is the rebellion. Well, but I called them a rebellion in my mind. I'm not actually sure if they're rebels in any way or shape or form. They're just called rebels in my mind. Resuming operations. Welcome back, Lee. I've been coming out of an old schoolhouse for the past month, waiting for you to return. It's spacious, quiet, and should prove to be an effective base of operations, outside of the purview of the staff and the Baron. Right. We should have an opening on the first day of September. Can we be ready by then? I don't see why not. Negotiations for the transportation are in the final stages. If all goes well, we will have air passage to Nuance secured for that first date. So when's the next non-Lee one? 24th of July. Okay. I think Moore's planning a scheduled maintenance soon, so we should likely wrap it up here. Likely wrap things up here. I'd say it's time to scrub these logs. They might fall under some scrutiny in the near future. Propsy and Honu and Lee be delisted and deleted from the user database. Temporary access to mainframe Blackbridge Grotto has been restored to perform routine maintenance. Interesting. I wonder if I should try and put these in date order. So this is 25th of July. Which would be after this one? I think so. Okay. I'm just trying to put the logs I've print screened in order, effectively. So that's still the same, it looks like. That's the same. Is that the same? That's the same. That's the same. About the same. Okay. Okay. I don't know if it's worth... I mean, we might as well. There's nothing else in the admin logs except for to do so. But let's try logging into the other two delisted ones. So it's Prov C. I don't know if they'll... Oh. Is that not Prov C? Admin not found. I guess they've been delisted? Deleted? Why is Lee B? So the others have been properly deleted. I assume those must be the deleted and delisted free. But why is Lee B still available? I thought they were also deleted. Or have I misunderstood? Yeah, why can we still log into Lee B? Maybe he couldn't delete himself? Anyway, okay. Now the list of these locations useful to visit is Apple Orchard, Armory is interesting. Commissary, Drafting Studio, Library, Lost and Found, Main Chambers, Master Bedroom, Tomb, Tunnel, Hallway type room. Okay, I assume these are ones to help us guide on our angel journey. I would say since the Apple Orchard's right here, we might as well look at the Apple Orchard. I'm not sure why Armory would be useful. That feels interesting to me. Also, does this gate ever open? Like, this has been here forever. That's not a sundial. I assume one of these bird baths are actually like a sundial or something. That's like the secret. Okay, Apple Orchard. What's happening in the Apple Orchard? Oh, the Apple Orchard has a sundial. Right, I actually completely forgot. So turn the scorch, but it's not a scorched sundial. Doesn't look like we can turn the base of it either. Maybe we have to scorch it ourselves. Oh, okay. I'm putting together your clues now. Is that why the armory is important? Is so we can get a fire, the lighter basically, and then we scorch that sundial, and then presumably we can turn it. And I don't know what happens from there. Commissary. I'm not sure why commissary would be useful. Maybe just for the item. Drafting Studio. I have no idea why Drafting Studio is useful. Have we opened the safe yet in the Drafting Studio? We must have, right? Yeah, we have the 7 letters. Library being useful is weird. I don't know what else is still useful in library. Lost and Found is fair, because we like never pick it. Maid's Chambers, I'm pretty sure it must be the Angel Maid name. Master Bedroom we still need, because we've only seen it once, I think. Tomb probably to enter the Angel combination, the new one. I'm not sure why Tunnel is useful, but I don't think there's anything useful in here. We already got Rinna's name, right? Yeah, Rinna. I wonder if I should go back to try and find... I'm not going to, because that's going to be way too much effort, but it'd be nice if we could go back and find what the cloister upgrade options we have were, so then we can get like 2 of the other angel names. Because obviously we picked Draxus, but the others might have been useful. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to do outside. I think that's fair, but I think our ultimate... The easiest goal we can like most proactively work on is to try and find a lighter, essentially. There was something about doing the chess things again. I don't remember why we spoke about doing the chess puzzle again, but it's in my like my short list of layers of like this is a puzzle to work on. I genuinely cannot remember why on earth we spoke about it, but I assume it must be to do with a castle puzzle, like castling in chess. Maybe it's something to do with that, but nonetheless. Oh no, we spoke about it because we were like, maybe we don't need the armory anymore. I guess we should try and do the scorched sundial base first, and then once we've got that sorted, then we can maybe do the... Because I remember it was like we should try and switch maybe to the rook or the king. We discussed were like interesting, actual probably better upgrades. Oh wait, I didn't even go to the outside room, did I? Let's do that. Because the knight's one is not too useful anymore now that we've used the axe. It's only useful if we need a lighter. The shield The shield's not that useful. I guess I could use a shield to try and do the shielding the lavatory, because that's something I know you've brought up before as something potentially interesting. Are we gonna do a schoolhouse run? Let's do a schoolhouse run. Let's do it. I assume this must be the other person, or Hound H or whatever. They said they were hiding out in the old schoolhouse. Within a timely manner. That feels like it might be relevant to something. Okay, we're doing a schoolhouse run, everyone. Lock in. We need gems, we need a study. What else do we need? I don't know. But we need to get 9 schoolhouses. Sorry, not schoolhouses, classrooms. Okay. Workshop's fine. Probably guest bedroom will also be good, but I want to make it to the conservatory. That's not a useful item immediately. Library is useful for some reason, but I'm going to choose den. Okay, let's get to the edges. Compass. Okay, not super useful. Conservatory. Code check. Ooh, hold on. This will probably be really good for us. Because the emerald bracelet we have means that we don't need to worry about gem costs, right? Yes. So now we actually don't need gems, we just need reroll dice. It would probably be the most useful thing. So if we can get a study, that would be amazing. Classroom number 1. If we can get a salt shaker, that would be good as well, probably. This can be anything, it doesn't really matter. Classroom number 2, why not? What's the thing which allows us to rotate things? I wonder if we need any of these classroom stuff anymore. Third classroom? We'd ideally like something which can go to the left, please. Ideally, we'd like it to go to the left, please. Okay, left classroom. Beautiful. We're just chaining together all the classrooms. I mean, if it works, we'll continue. A right classroom? Sure. Okay, let's just draft all the classrooms in a row. What about that? It's so easy to do a classroom run. Let's just reroll until we get the classroom. Yep, okay, there's the classroom. What's going on? Okay, so we need 4 more classrooms. This is beautiful. There's something in the classroom that's not necessarily more, but you could take a look at it anyway. Okay. Which grade is it in? If I don't need it anymore, then I have no qualms of you just telling me explicitly what to look at. Because it's no longer a puzzle. Let me find. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, we'll just keep rerolling until we get a classroom, I guess. We need to get ready to do a test as well in the classroom. Okay, I'll choose passageway here. I think it's fair. Grade 7. Okay, sure. Okay, let's see which of these doors are actually open. Library apparently useful. I'm not sure what library is useful for, but it's a room of interest. For the library room, is it of interest because of a book we need to borrow? Or something else? Slime. The book, yes, okay. Is it too much of a hint to ask which book I should be borrowing? I'll let you decide if you think that's too much of a hint. What book would be useful for us to borrow? I assume it must be a book that we need to magnifying glass, because we've read all the books. What book would be useful? Presumably not a new clue anymore. I think we've basically turned our book inside and out. I can't imagine a drafting strategy one's all too useful. My guess it would be History of Arindia First Edition or The Curse of Blackbridge. Might have something. Realm and Moon probably is not useful anymore. I'm not sure. We'll come back to that then. Drafting strategy 105, really? Okay. I'm not sure why that would be useful necessarily, but I will draft it then. Right. I guess I'll do Commissary as the other useful potential one. We'll do Sledgehammer and Running Shoes, I think are probably good. We don't really need gems, so... Okay. Let's backtrack a little bit. Oh, actually, I guess we can try and open this doorway. Oh, it's another classroom. Okay. What? Oh, I didn't realise it was a dead-end classroom. Whoops. That's my bad. We have, like, no mech rooms, so I guess we'll do lab. Enter. Let's do an experiment. We'll do this. These all sound not that great. I guess we'll do a shop room. I guess it falls into a category you wouldn't look in it yourself unless hinted at. Yeah. I mean, very true. I keep thinking this is an apple each time I see it. It's not an apple. Okay, classroom. So this is grade 7, right? Okay, so there's something in here which is interesting to look at, but otherwise unneeded. What would that be? Don't square till you're there. Wait, I didn't pay attention to these names. Branson? Zach Craft? Sandra? No letters missing there, but I don't think. What am I looking for in here, slime? What little Easter egg am I hunting for? I wonder what's going to be my final test. I wonder if we should be revising the classroom stuff. It's a game of tic-tac-toe. Has some tic-tac-toe has something special about it. Where is this game of tic-tac-toe? Am I blind? I might be blind. I don't see a game with tic-tac-toe. Oh, there it is. Ah, cool. Is it... I assume this is a castle. Prompt. X space X O O. Yeah. Well, I'll add it to the list as well. Why not? It's increasingly difficult to decipher notes I'm taking regarding it. Grade 7. Still don't know what to do with this, but that's okay. That's kind of fun. Okay, let us continue on to try and get classroom number 8/9. Let's use a key. Look how many pencils we got. Ooh. Yes, I think this will probably be more important than getting the classroom thing. We might as well do this. We'll take a night shield, we'll try and get a lavatory. We don't really need this, but we'll buy it anyway because we don't need to buy out the showroom anymore. Oh. Here we go. Shielded lavatory. What does this do? Oh, it gives you items. Oh, I see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still possible to get to. Anything else? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so I see. So shielding a lavatory turns it into a store closet, basically. That's kind of fun. Okay, let's backtrack to the beginning. We still have 2 open ways, which is good. But we have the torch. Let's go turn that scorched sundial. I can't believe we changed 6 classrooms together. So 5, I can't count. So on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We literally only need 2 more. Until we get grade 9, which we know is a test because of a library book. Do we have anything to combine? We have so many things. We can do a power hammer, I think, which is not actually that useful. So I don't really see the point of doing it. I'd rather get the... Because the power hammer doesn't do anything else except for be able to knock down walls. Yeah, I don't think there's any need for us to do that. So I might as well save it. Or maybe we'll get a shovel. We can make the jackhammer. I can't remember what the jackhammer does. I think it's better items when you dig up or something. Okay. So let's talk out loud about classroom 9. We know it's going to be a test. I assume on a meta level it would make... Can we burn this other stuff? No. I think on a meta level it would make sense if it would test all the knowledge that we accrued from a previous classroom grades. So what does that mean? It means we're going to be tested on like... or Rajan, actually, language, that's going to be quite difficult. We're going to be tested on, like, the math system. We're going to be tested on... Oh, here we go. How much do we turn it? Oh. Okay. Three, 4. My only thought is maybe we had to recreate this time we got hit on the sundial. Is that right one? Well, it's not quite aligned. I see the octagon up here is at a different octagon. Otherwise, I'm not actually sure if I know what we need to do with this. Okay. Here's my question. Do I know what the combination is for this already and I've forgotten it? Or just haven't made the link? Or is this something I straight up don't know what to input here? I thought we just had to turn it. Okay, so we found it in a new clue. Maybe a new clue told us something about it? It just says turn scorched sundial base, though. I don't even know what we're doing this for. Which makes it difficult. Where have I seen maybe a combination of 8? Oh, maybe directions? Hold on, what did a new clue say about the directions? Route 8 departs Tanner Fork. No. I actually didn't remember there was something else. I don't remember where's the answer. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's think about this. This is... We basically need... These have 2 scales from 1 to 8. I don't think it's a coincidence that they're probably laid out in compass directions. So I assume that we have to input 2 compass directions. Or... well, my initial instinct is that we had to do a time, because it would be a clock, but these aren't in denominations of 12, so it doesn't quite work. So I'm thinking it's 2 compass directions. I'm trying to think where I'd even seen 2 compass directions, and I can't think off the top of my head. Maybe we can spell out a word like the word news or something. I guess it'd be Nestle, now I think about it, but still. So if we say, oh, it's not even, oh, it can't be compass directions, because it doesn't quite line up. Unless the compass is like 22.5 degrees to the side. What else could this be then? Where have I seen this? We've seen 8 seals, 8 kingdoms. I looked it up, it's self-contained. Okay, thank you. So I mean, I assume it's to do with the sundial and the shadows here. Now, what order we need to put things in, I don't really know. I mean, it does look like an arrow pointing to the left. Maybe they just simply both need to point to the left. Look, there's only 64 combinations. If I'm really determined, we can try all of them. Okay, I guess follow-up question. If I get the right answer, will it automatically input? Like, I don't need to put the right answer, then, like, click the sundial or anything like that? You might not know the answer to that, to be fair. Okay, self-contained. What else could it be? I feel like it must be to do with the sundial and the shadow. Like, literally, what else could it be? But there's nothing else on this. So maybe it's like, this is the shorthand, that's the longhand. The shorthand's pointing to this one, and the longhand is pointing to... You see the solution now? Am I overthinking it? Oh! What? Wait, close itself again. Why is this a solution? Is it literally just because of the 2 hands? The shorthand and the longhand of this arrow? One of the sections had an extra line. Eh? Oh, on this side? How are you meant to notice that? Or maybe on the outside here. On the base circles. Ah, I see, you're meant to line it up like this. Okay. Anyway, let's put the microchips in here, I guess. I see. Okay. That was a bit more obvious than I expected. That's not for Grosso. Can we carry all 3 of the pieces at once, or do we have to do it one by one? Also, so much for the classroom run. Actually, we probably still could do a classroom run. Thankfully, we had a sauna, so we're very likely to have enough steps for it. Okay. It being bathed in red light feels very mysterious. You can carry all at once. Wonderful. Right. So what is... I don't even know why we did this. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. What is the point of us doing this? Because I don't even know what it's for. Okay. What is this? What does this power up? New upgrade? Oh, a satellite dish. Okay. Weird. What a strangely designed manner. It's been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Your experimental data batteries can now be uploaded to a laboratory from Sinker. From offsite will no longer be blocked. Okay, so right. So if I'm understanding this, we can go to the laboratory now and do new experiments. Oh, we already done our experiment for today. That kind of sucks. And inbound electronic mail and communications from offsite will no longer be blocked. Cool. Is it still unlocked if we take it out? Okay, it looks like it. So, okay, I see. So that I think on a meta level means we have new options in our laboratory, which makes sense because I even spoke about the fact that the lab options are pretty boring now. And then emails probably means that we've got new emails now in each of the terminals. You still benefit from checking it today. We'll take a look-see. If we make our way back there. I think for now though we should try and do a classroom run. Actually, wait, but no, that terminal bag can't connect. So yeah, I at least want to see what Classroom 9 is about or what the exam is. And then I can take a print screen of all the questions. And then, oh, I hope it's not randomly generated. It could be randomly generated. I didn't even consider that. Because if it's randomly generated, then it might be quite difficult. I was like, I will do it now. I won't expect to pass. And then in the future, we can go in with the answer sheet, essentially. Excuse me. Don't need those viewers. We've got all the viewers we need right here. I guess we'll do Treasure Trove just because it actually allows us to continue. I'm not going to open it because I don't think we need to open that for the moment. And I need the keys, really. Study. Yes, let's do study. We have a lot of money, but I'm also a bit worried because we don't have a lot of spaces. We've only got this direction. But that's okay. Because even if we don't get to do, the classroom, that's fine. Like, it's like, the classroom, I think, is just, whenever it comes up, we'll give it a shot. I think this is a big benefit for keeping the emerald bracelet around when the coat check, because this has made it incredibly easy without having to collect all these different things. I should have checked. Does the commissary use seller key? We probably should have bought them. While we're here, let's check out the lab. Okay, so we can't change that. Swan song. What? Did I type it wrong? I must have typed it wrong. Wait. We can pause the experiment. And then can we reselect after this? No, okay. I was like, maybe we can pause it, we can reset it, and then continue, but the answer is no. No, we can't. Okay, let's see if there are emails from outside, which we don't already know about. I could have deleted the ad for you in 2 seconds if I was a moderator. I think that's fair. But I also think that, like, the Twitch chat is not in an unmanageable state for me at the moment, so I don't see the need for moderators yet. I'm sure in the future I will need it, but like when we have sub 10 viewers, it's all good for me just to look over and delete things like that. Obviously, as long as everyone practices their vigilance and don't click on random links in the Twitch. Chat, we should be good. Emails. So this is a lab. I think we've already done these emails, to be fair. Because I feel like I remember seeing these. Wait, no. Is this new? This might be new. Where have I saved my emails? Oh, maybe in the security room. What the? Oh no, hold on. Maybe I haven't done the laboratory's emails. Okay. Well, let's save them. Okay, mailbox. Take a print screen of this. So which is the oldest one? This one. Randolph. Randolph, as I know you've been conducting temperature-related experiments this past week, I tried my best to avoid accessing my frozen stock during your normal working hours. However, on Friday I was making my famous black truffle pizza and I had to visit a freezer for a few ingredients. I hope I didn't mess anything up. Chef, please don't worry too much about freezer access. The experiments we're doing aren't very sensitive, and they're already accounting for normal variations due to expected use and staff traffic. However, surprisingly, we did see a major temperature rise on Friday, which I believe may be related not to your freezer visit, but to the use of a furnace in close proximity. In the future, you should try to draft that a bit further away, as a temperature rise from drafting that room has a major effect on the temperature in the house, and even more so in rooms in close proximity to it. Right, so I think we spoke about this before, right? Like drafting a furnace can melt the freezer or something. Precautions. Baron Sinclair, as we discussed in our meeting earlier this week, we'll be sealing off the entire entrance to the Black Bridge server room this week, as well as archiving all our electronic mailboxes and locking access. I'm not sure just how tech-savvy we expect the Red Guard to be, but there's more than enough data on our servers. But these extra precautions are, in my opinion, the very minimum measures that we should be considering given the likelihood of investigation next month. Okay. What's Randolph's surname? Is he one of the people who's working with Lee? Lock it down. Lock it all down. Okay. Let us also do a remote terminal access. Security, we already got the email, so let's do... Wait, shelter we probably don't have the emails for. Let's see. Oh, shelter I do have emails for. So what's the other one? Office. Do I have emails for office? I don't have emails for office. Let's do that then. Connecting to terminal. Might as well spread gold. I don't think we'll need it, but... Log into network. Have a sip of water as we open up the electronic mail. Oh, it's only from a lab. Okay, I see. So we have to go to the office in person to do that, it seems. Okay, that's fair. That's probably why we don't have a lab email. This is probably we never actually drafted the lab for a long time, and then once we did again, I completely forgot that we had new emails to look at. Okay, it's also worth us now buying all these gems so we can get rerolls. Okay, so we need either the classroom or a double-ended hallway. I'll take classroom here. I think it's fine. Do you get a new menu option in the lab terminal? I don't think so. And go back and look. Like, I don't think we need all the steps we have today. But if we did, I did not notice. Like research logs? No, that's just all the experiments we've done. Unless you mean any of this stuff, I don't think we have. Should we have a new option? My understanding from it is that it wasn't the menu options. I thought it would be about... Oh, it did say that we needed to download them from Syncer. It must be the data transfers. I thought data transfers if you wanted to get something from a different save file. That's what it looked like to me. Oh, data packets. Okay, I see. Ah, okay. Press E to download data packet. Thank you. I would have missed this entirely. I thought data transfers was like a save file transfer for some reason. I must be thinking about something else entirely. 8 new experimental triggers, 8 new effects. Let's see more details. Each time you draft an upgraded floor plan, that's pretty good. Each time you access a different terminal today, okay, so that caps out about 4 or 5. Enter each room on rank 9, okay. Each room you draft in the next 40 seconds, that's interesting. Each room with a fireplace. Next 10 times you view your map, lose 10 steps, and then, okay. Each time you pull a different antechamber lever, that's really funny. Each time you draft a tomorrow room. Lower the reservoir by 1? Stock your pantry with fruit. Oh, that's a pretty cool one. Unseal one of our antechamber doors. Okay, sure. Permanently increase your lockpicking skill. That's a really good one. Grant one random item and set your keys to 0. Remove a crate from a tunnel. What? Gain 1 key for each 30 steps you have. Lose half your steps and gain 4 ivory dice. Right, a lot of these... Okay, a lot of these new triggers are actually kind of fun. A lot of these new effects seem not that good, except for... Okay, stock pantry fruit actually sounds pretty good. I don't see the need to lower the reservoir by 1. That seems a bit pointless. I guess you could drain all the water out permanently if you wanted to. Anti-chamber doors, that gives an interesting alternative if we need to, but it's so easy to do them. Lock picking I actually think is a very good one. And then removing a crate from a tunnel. I assume this is talking about the outside tunnel because I do remember it. Yeah, there's a block tunnel somewhere on the outside. I remember it. That's the one we got the tunnel room floor plan from, but we couldn't go any further because there's a load of boxes in it. I think I even said at the time, I was like, it looks like there's stuff past there, but we can't jump or something. Okay, so I guess this is what we have to do, is we have to do a lab experiment which can remove a load of crates. So we have to do one which is really repeatable. Interesting. What would the most repeatable one be? The most repeatable one here is next time you open your map you lose 10 steps, but we can't really regenerate our steps that well. So I guess it's something we had to do incrementally. I don't know how many crates are outside. If we have spare steps, I guess we can take a look, but that's interesting. That's very interesting. Let's eat this. Let's just remind ourselves of this. Oh, treasure map. It's here, but we don't have a shovel, right? You also have the option to configure the experiments. What? Like we can change them? Oh, packet management. Oh, I can choose which ones I like. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, which ones are the good ones? This one, this one, this one. Maybe. We'll keep this one feels like it could be pretty broken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's okay. Well, this one's actually okay. 7. This one's too difficult. Upgraded floor plan probably seems reasonable. Are there any of these I would change? Like, any... so I'm basically being like, we gotta do the crate ones or the permanent increase ones. So I want ones which are easy to trigger, or easy to trigger often. I think these are pretty good. I think Tomorrow Room's too rare to really do it. This one might not be that good, but if we do get this one, we can basically treat it as a stopwatch and just be like, go, 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 go. Okay, I think that's fine. Immediately is guaranteed to trigger. That's true, but it only triggers once. Which doesn't seem like... I guess we should keep it in there as like a safeguard. Oh, oops, go back. Okay. This one for sure. This one probably. Maybe I shouldn't do this one. I don't know, but this one is a 10 guarantee triggers if we can get 100 steps. This one. This one. Which one of these would I get rid of? I don't know if immediately is even that good though, because I want things which are repeatable. But is it better than anything else? It's a guaranteed 1 trigger. So which of these would I say is worse than a guaranteed 1 trigger? Like, which of these is likely that I would not be able to do anything? Because this one is technically like a... It's a flexible immediately. Maybe bypass... No, bypass security door. Like, if it pops off hard. Maybe it's fine just to have 9. No, we should at least try and cull it. Like, maybe this one's the worst one. You don't have to select exactly 8. Yeah, but I do want to choose the best 8. Like, if he's have a 9 and then there's one in the 9th position, we might as well not choose the 9th position one. We might as well not include it in our draft. I think this one's maybe not as good as I think it is, but it sounds fun. Like, it sounds like it could be a lot of fun. It's a thing. I think maybe this one is not as good as I think it is. So I think I'll get rid of this one for now. It is repeatable, but it only works if we have a lot of redraws. Which is, I think, a bit of a harder synergy to make happen. Okay. So, definitely this one. Definitely this one. This one actually sounds kind of good. This one's definitely good. We don't really need a letter. Add 3 aquariums? I don't know if we need this. Set your dice to 2 is very good. Gain 1 star is fine. I don't really need the stars though, I guess. This one's always like genuinely pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So what 2 other ones are good? We don't need more letters. This one does not sound good. Half your steps is too much. So you just don't want to read letters? I thought we can't get any more letters. Like, I swear I've done the experiment for this, and I've checked the mail room, and we haven't got any more letters. But if you're saying that we can get more letters, then I will do this one. But I haven't selected it under the assumption that we can't get more letters. Even so, if we do need that one, we need another one. Which one do I think is kind of good? I don't think why you got that observation. What? I don't think why you got that observation. I'm not sure what that means. I'm assuming the meaning of this is I have misinterpreted what this experiment does. Because my thought process is that these letters which are being delivered to the mailroom from this experiment are those hint letters, which are on the left side of the room from... Yeah, I read what I just sent and it confused myself as well, fair enough. But I assume the letters being delivered are the ones that we have from... I think it is from Randolph actually himself, and it's the hints about the general stuff. And the last time, like, But there was a time before where I can't remember, we had like 10 or something letters in there. I selected the experiment again, and I triggered it like twice or 3 times, and then we checked the mailroom again and I didn't get any more letters. So I thought I reached a cap of how many letters there are. My English is not Englishing in the last 5 minutes, no, fair, you know, take your time, fair enough. We got all the time in the world. But yeah, so the general idea is, I thought in the past my interpretation is that we have reached the maximum amount of letters that can be delivered in the mailroom. Because I feel like there was a time where I saw how many letters we had, I triggered this experiment 2 more times and we didn't get any more letters. But if you're saying that's incorrect and that we can actually get more letters, that's a misobservation. Okay, so you just to be clear, you're saying that there is reason for me to choose this. We can get more letters. Or there is some other benefit to choosing this still. It's not a pointless choice. Because if that's what you're saying, I will happily select this. I just thought my understanding was I thought there was nothing useful for it. Maybe set steps to 40 might be okay. If we need like a lot of steps. I think it's the only one which might be kind of useful. Unsealing the doors is interesting. I don't know if we actually need that though. Because I feel like it's very easy for us to unseal the antechambers doors now, but... I'm going to do set steps to 40. I think you're already past the moment where it'd be important to progress, but it's more law anyway. Okay, that's fair. Then I will select those ones. And we will, if we get the mailroom one, I think the mailroom one is probably going to be a lower priority compared to the other potential experiments we could do, but I will still take advantage of it. Okay, so we're grade 8, so the next classroom will be the one we need. So hopefully we can get it now. Ooh, lost and found. I don't want to lose my emerald bracelet, so I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to redraw to try and get the classroom. I forgot we drafted this, like we upgraded this. Do I just take office? No, I think we reroll for something potentially better. Oh, we can still redraw. I think we cut losses here. No, we should try and get something. We can launder currency, maybe. Convert. What do we convert? Because we need keys. We don't need money. We can do money to keys, right? Oh, that's a dead end. No, we can't do that. Where's mailroom? I want to find a place which gives keys, potentially. Because I'm worried if we're gonna... We could do this, actually. Okay, well, we'll do this for now. It doesn't seem like we can get a classroom from this, weirdly. Okay, so this is a good one because this is also a hallway. We get a key. We're just looking... Oh, that's fun. We are just looking now for basically the final classroom. I didn't realise the emerald bracelet's up here. Is it fine for the kennel? This is a hallway. Maybe we should get let's get a hallway closet. We have rerolls. I'm not too worried. Okay, wonderful. The keycard's actually really good here. So now security doors won't phase us. And in fact, we want security doors, but we don't have security, so. Classroom. Okay. Here we go. Grade 9, classroom 9. I am going to... I don't know what's going to happen necessarily, but I'm going to create the classroom folders in advance. Grade 9. Because if we're expecting it to be a test, I wouldn't be surprised if it's some very grand event. Here we go though. What's classroom 9? Final exam. Please take a seat. Oh no. Graduation 8 years certainly flew by. I'm going to eat the apple first. It's a final exam. Okay. I'm going to make a subfolder in here. Final exam. Mount Holly Fire. Oh, it's timed half an hour. Okay. Instructions. Your exam has begun. You will now have 30 minutes to complete the next 18 pages of questions. Oh god. Related to curriculum covered in previous 8 grades. If you do not know the answer to a question, skip it, come back later. If it's an open book exam, you may use your notes or may retrieve information from other rooms to help you as long as you complete the test within 30 minutes. After you've completed your exam, it will be graded remotely and the results will be sent to you the following day. Okay. Okay. Sam left his house at 6 AM, drove 3 hours north and passed 8 flags. He then turned northwest at Tanner Fork and drove another 3 hours and passed additional 4 flags of the same colour before arriving at Trinsdale at noon. What colour were the flags? Okay, so where are Trinsdale and Tanner Fork? Okay. Which kingdom are they in? I should probably know this, but I don't know this off the top of my head. Oh dear me. In a scenario above, where does Sam live? Well, maybe we could do it by process of elimination, actually. Like, does he live in Oris? What? How is that? The Grand City of Fen. Archeries would be yellow. Araja, which is violet, which is not an option. So I'm thinking Araja and yellow. Does that make sense? No, that might not make sense. Let's read all the questions first. Let's not go crazy. Let's read all the questions, then we'll figure out the answers. What colour is most associated with hallways? Well, it's certainly orange. I can't change my answer. Okay, so that's good that we didn't guess. We can't change our answer once we've done it. Which of the following would be the least patriotic room pairing? Chapel and Fen Aries, a shop in Arch Aries. Okay. Chapel and Fen Aries is red, so that's right. A shop in Arch Aries is yellow, so that's right. Greenhouse and Kororika is orange, so probably that one. A bedroom in Raja is correct. Okay, so greenhouse in Kororika is wrong. What colour is a fruit which consumed gives you +3 steps when consumed? I'm pretty sure that's banana, which is yellow. Because apple is red and gives 2, and orange gives 5. Okay. Solve the following problem. Okay, it's a maths problem. So 5, 5, 2. So that's +5 minus 5 times 2 is 0, I believe. This is 5 times 2 plus 2. So 5 times 2, 10 plus 2, 12, 24. So 0, 24. 5 minus 2 is 3. 15. 14. What? 5 minus 2, 3. Times 5, 15. Plus 1, 16. Sorry, minus 1, 11. Okay. It's 11, 24, 0. I have realised that one of these is going to be a history examination, and I do not know what I'm going to do for that. Okay, just making sure I got all... Is this page 3? Page 4? I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, more maths. Thankfully, maths is my strong suit. So, 10 times 4, 40, divided by 5, 8. Minus 4, so that's 4. Solve in front. 1 minus 4 minus 3 times 2 is minus 6. Plus 1 is 1, right? 1 minus 4 minus 3 times 2 is minus 6 plus 7 is 1. 3 minus 4, so that's minus 1 times 8 is minus 8. Divided by 2 is minus 4, plus 1 is 1. This is just real science now. Which element of a periodic table is represented by C? That's carbon. Which element appears in the periodic table directly below He? Helium. That should be neon, because it's a noble gas. Which of the following is not a real element found on the periodic table? Okay, I think it's double L. This is yttrium, this is holbenium. I don't know. Well, it's an open book exam, so I can look it up. MT chemical symbol. Is montanibium or something? Meitnerium. Sure, I knew that. H is holbenium? Oh, holmium, sorry. LL is definitely not a thing. Y is definitely yttrium. I remember that one. And LL, yeah, LL doesn't exist. Okay. Open up Twitch chat again. Okay, so LL doesn't exist. Which element of a periodic table is represented by Ag? That is silver. Which element could not be used in the spelling of a word clues? Uranium could, it's U. Carbon could, it's C. Radon couldn't, it's Ra. Chlorine could, it's Cl. How many elements are on the top row of a periodic table? 2, it's hydrogen and helium. The city of Fen, oh no, is south of which small body of water? Okay. I don't know off the top of my head. How many cities in Fen Aires are larger than Reddington? I have no idea. Which of the following realms is not near Fen Aires? I think it's Nuance, right? No, hold on. We'll go back and check that one. Which sigil coordinates a realm of Arch Aries? It's the mountain. Which realm is directly north of Araja? I don't remember. Where are you right now as you take this exam? Oh no. This is definitely stuff I should know, but I don't know the law that well. But it's okay. I'm assuming these questions don't seem like they would be randomly generated. I can see the maths ones being randomly generated, but it seems like these others are not. Plus, we still have time. Which 2 pictures of art would be best prepared to depict the word, the letter B? Hay bale and mug of ale is pretty good. Birds and bookstore. Yeah, I can't really make the others work. Okay, I'm going to go bale and ale. Which of the following pieces of art was not displayed in grade 5 classroom? I don't know, we'll have to look. Which of the following piece of art is not displayed in the Mount Holly's entrance hall? Probably realise, I assume. Face and Ace definitely are. I don't know about Trinsdale. Can you find the difference? What? BIMR. Oh, this is the angel compared to Arindia, right? So there's a missing I. Because the location is called Arindia, but her name is Arinda. Maybe I already got something wrong, in which case maybe it doesn't matter. Who was the first crown ruler of Fen Aries? This I should know, but I don't remember off the top of my head. In which era was the railways of Fen Aries destroyed? I have no idea. How long did the War of the 5th Era last? I have no idea. What was the first capital city of Fen Aries? Oh no, history. Which realm gifted Fen Aries as a dirigible to headway their victory parade at the conclusion of a war? I don't even know how we know some of these. The deciding battle of the War of the Fifth Era was fought on the southern shores near what famous landmark? Solve the following problems. Okay, it's more maths. So this is 6 squared. Wait. What does a circle mean again? I don't remember. This will have to look back at a previous grade for. Okay, let's just get all the questions print screen first before we do this. Oh, here we go. Erosion. Okay, that will have to cross-reference. You have a very long name. So some of these might be doable. Oh. What is this? Using a provided erosion terms for cardinal directions, what is the clearest way you could give directions to someone at point A to get them to point B? Okay. In ancient Orinda, number 8 was considered by Algerian scholars to be mathematically near perfect, though many in the secular sphere held this only advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical perfection. What? Okay. So we have a print screen of all the things. With 20 minutes, I don't think it's possible for us to get all these answers in time. So I think we're going to have to do another classroom run with the answers preloaded, essentially. So I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to stress out about actually solving it this time. I'm just going to make sure that we know what the answers are for next time. So Tanner Fork is a train stop, right? And only one place uses trains. No, 3 places uses trains. So where does Tanner Fork come in? I don't know. We could guess. It's astronomically unlikely, but it's possible that we could just guess every answer correctly. So, okay, we've seen Tanner Fork in the outside room. In the safe house. That's it. So it's Orinda Aries, for sure, is Tanner Fork. Because it's on the safe house. Okay, let's make a note then of the correct answers. Wait. Orinda Aries isn't a kingdom. Orinda Aries is multiple. No. Orinda Aries is black. Okay. That would... Orinda Aries has fallen. That's an old one, isn't it? Oh, man. Okay. So it should be Fen Aries, but red isn't an option, right? Grand City of Fen and red. Did we take a picture of a map? We only had 29 steps, so I don't know if we can even go back to the previous classrooms. I probably did. That seems like something I would do. So grade 1. So it wasn't grade 1. Which one has a map? It's grade 4. This is like something we need to do, I think, outside. Like, it's either Grand City or Fen and red. This Fen Aries is red. Or it's Arch Aries and yellow. We're in Reddington right now, which is in Arch Aries, it looks like. Because we're next to Mount Holly. Oh, Fen Aries, wait, what? I'm basically looking at a geography of Fen Aries and now I'm confused. So basically the question is, does Tanner Fork extend all the way? Well, we're south of Tanner Fork is where we started. Hold on. Tanner Fork is number 10. So we're south of Tanner Fork, which means we're at Orris Train Hall. Left his house at 6 a.m, drove 3 hours north past 8 flags. He then turned northwest of Tanner Fork and passed 4 additional flags before arriving at Trinsdale, which is 14, which is up there. So he started at Orris Train Hall, roughly. Oh man. So if he's in Orris, he's in Fen Aries. But he's not in the Grand City of Fen, unless Orris... Is Orris a Grand City of Fen? I'm now more confused. Maybe Orris is a Grand City of Fen. No, it can't be, because they're 2 separate options. What? Am I okay? You are here. We're at Royal Station. So Mount Holly is northwest of a Royal Station. Okay, so I think he did start in Orris. So he must have been in Fen Aries. Which is red. We had to lock it in eventually. You're getting PTSD from doing an exam you didn't study for in school. Okay, so I think it's red in Orris. I don't know if the final exam will lock us out afterwards, but that makes sense to me. These we answered, these we answered, these we answered. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, the city of Fen is south of which small body of water? It's south of Morning Bay. I can see it on the map. How many cities in Fen Aries are larger than Reddington? I don't know how I'm meant to know this. Orris and Fen look larger, so I'm going to guess 2 on the map. Which of the following realms is not near Fen Aries? Arch Aries is, Araja is. Where have we probably taken these notes? Where, oh, maybe in the 8 realms in 8 days. I don't know where my notes are for this. Deeper rooms? Maybe room 46? Okay, it's not near Fen Aries. Costa Rica, it's on the other continent. Which one was directly north of Araja? Orinda Aries. What? Fen Aries, I guess. Because Morahai is not, Costa Rica's not, and there definitely is something north of Araja. So Fen Aries. Where are you right now as you take this exam? We're in Mount Holly. We need to go back to that grade. We're Mount Holly, Reddington, Fen Aries. Which of our following pieces of art was not displayed in a grade 5 classroom? Okay. I certainly hope I took print screens of all of them. How much time we got? 12 minutes. We got time. Okay, so Pry, Flan, Bride, Jungle. So Bride is there. Flan is there. And prey is there. So jungle. I got a phone call and missed most of what you did in the exam. No worries. What is not a piece of art is not displayed in Mount Holly's entrance hall? I would have to guess this. I think it's Realize. I don't think Realize is in there. Trinsdale might be. I have no idea though. I can't really remember. Okay, so the problem is the history section. I don't know the answers to most of these. Let's just guess. I think it's Realize. But the history section, I generally have no idea what the answer is to most of these. First Crown Ruler. Okay, I think we have to go back to the books. We have to do History of Arinda. First edition. Oh no, Clip Studio Painter stopped responding. No, not the time. Okay, it's back, it's back. First edition. Right at the beginning. First King of Arinda, whose name Oris. Oh, first ruler of Veneres. Okay, so it's after the split, right? Because Veneres didn't exist until Arindares fell. War 5th era lasted 22 years. There you go. October, self-proclaimed Prince Learson of Fen declared himself a true monarch. Of Veneres, I guess. Bolstered by some due to the fact Desolate IV shared his father's good name but little of his virtues. So I don't know, Fen's erection was leaning order gardens of Felm transformed into a battlefield. So this is presumably in the 5th era, the era of Ruin, where everything got destroyed. That's not even an option. Okay. So maybe it's in the 6th era. Join forces. So Prince Learson, I think, declaring himself as the thing, and seeing as they did win in the end. So I think it must be Prince Learson as the first crowned ruler. I don't know what era the railways were destroyed in. It doesn't say in here, and I don't know where to find that out. But I thought it would be after. What does it say? Okay, hold on. Second era. Maybe it says in the second era. No, third era is when they were made, so it has to be 6th era. What was the first capital city in Veneres? It doesn't say in here. I would assume it's the Grand City of Fen, but... And I don't know where to find out this information. So which grafter did dirigible? It'd probably be Nuance, because they're the only ones who actually use dirigibles, right? I assume it must be Nuance. I don't know who else it could be. The deciding battle of the War of the 5th era was fought on the southern shores near... Oh, what landmark? Well, it's not Mount Holly. Mount Holly's not in the south. The Gardens of Fen? I don't know where a lot of these are. Where's the Royal Museum of Fen? I have no idea. We've only got 5 minutes. Okay, these ones we have to guess, I think. These ones we don't have to guess, so we might as well take our time with them. I just don't remember how it works. So, wrong one. What grade was it? What grade was it? Oh, maybe it was in the history worksheet. I should have looked. Oh, it was General Teskin. Oh, I already got it wrong. Okay. General Teskin was the first ruler. Oh well. Okay. Blue is add. This is squared, so this should be 36. Right? Yes. So it's subtract. So minus 3 squared. So that's 9. Minus 3 is 6. So what's this? This is reverse digits. This is 21, okay? This is 11. What does this mean? Nearest 1. 11 divided by 3 to the nearest 1 is 4. This is squared, so this is 16. Add 5 is 21. Times 2 is 42. Minus 1, so it's 14, I think. It's pretty difficult. Okay, so 5 divided by 2 is 2.5 times 3, 7.5 to the nearest 10, which is 10. Minus 1 is 9. Times 6 is 54. 154 to the nearest 100, so 200. Okay. A Rajan word for house. Did I take a print screen of it? House. Hue. What does Nevyate mean? Nev is new. Yay. Yate is gate. New gate. Phrase tre venu can be translated in several different ways. Which of the following is not an acceptable interpretation? Venu is old. Lack of myself. What? What's tre? Tree. Huh? So it's definitely something to do with a tree. Ven is old and Lee is me. I'm not an old tree. That makes sense. I cannot see the tree trunk, I think. Doesn't make sense. My tree is not very old. Tre ven l. That old tree is not owned by me. That makes sense. I think it's I cannot see the tree trunk, but this must be the wrong one. Why would you say the following phrase in Arajan? You have a very, very long name. Name is... I don't know what name is. It's not written here. Large is am. You. This might be on a worksheet then. I don't know. This is the only one of am, which means big. So it has to be this one, surely. Because Jor is also a name, I think. How would you tell an Rajan count me out? You're not telling us Are there ones you skipped you could randomly pick? Yes. There are. These ones. I'm going to say it is Grand City or Fen. I have no idea what battle it is. It's just not Mount Holly. That doesn't make sense to me. I have no idea where these are. So I'm going to say Royal Museum of Fen. So 1, 2, 3. First, north. After, east. First, tree. That probably seems correct. I don't know. This one, how do you just tell Navajan count me out? Navajan, I. Levelu. I'll count though. Sure. Number 8, near perfect. An advanced one that was worthy of numerical perfection. Quick, can we get the rules up again real quickly? Reverse digit squared, that doesn't make sense. Is it this one? Squared 64 to the, no, that's not. 2 is nearest 10 squared? I don't know. I just guessed. I don't even know what the answer would be to this one. A number equaling itself, probably. Ah, the exam's gone. Oh, no. I didn't mean to close it. I wanted to put down the answers. Okay, that's fine. So we're taking a print screen of everything, luckily. So I think it's time. Okay, hold on. Let's clip Studio Paint, then close out this run. What else? What are we doing in this run? Did you notice anything extra in the exam? I think I was too locked in to try and do the questions. I don't think I did. What are we doing? Is there anything else that we need to do in this run? I have no idea what our goal is anymore. Did I have another goal in here? I guess I can try and find the maid chambers. A drafting studio is something of interest, right? I remember you said this, but I don't know what of interest is about it. Like this we already opened, I think. Wait, was it drafting studio which was of interest, or was it drawing room? No, drafting studio is of interest. I'm not sure why it's of interest though. Oh, probably because of this drafting studio volume 1. There's probably some information in here or something. Oh! Ah, I see. It says the angels' names in here. Okay. There's a lot going on. So this is... Okay, so that's a print screen of a chapel. Of the back of the angel. So it's saying the farmer is Doja? Yes. And who's the other one to the right? The jockey is... I think that says Lydia. So we only need to find out the maid, which I'm sure we can find from the maid chambers, and chimney sweep, which... So one is what? One is Vea and the other's Mila, I think? Sure. In my mind, Mila is a maid, but I'm not sure why I think that. Let's try and get the maid chambers, I guess. I don't think there's anything else to do in this run, so let's just redraw until we either get maid chambers or we can turn right. We could do Electrical Museum. No, we have 6 more gems. We have 6 rerolls currently. This would allow us to do 8 rerolls. It is mathematically better to choose a trophy room. No, because we could do 4 here too. It is mathematically better. Okay. We can also see our trophies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many is it? We need 8 for the tent. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Check question 27 of the exam, page 11. Okay, will do. Lost and found. Okay. Lost and found is significant. I don't know why we said it's significant. I guess before I click this slime, would me choosing lost and found, is it possible that it would be useful for me now, or do I need like an item for it to be useful? I.e., is it worth it for me to choose it now? While I'll bring up 27 of the exam. I think after this run, we'll take some time to get our answer key for the exam. So it'll be in Clip Studio Paint, probably. Oh, that's not right. It's possible to be useful. Okay. I assume that means we need to find a rare item in it, though. Okay, final exam. Question 27. Did you notice anything extra? I don't think so. I'm looking at question 27. This is the difference between Orindia and Orinda. The difference I put as I. Is there something extra in here? Is the landmass a different shape? I don't really remember what the landmasses look like. Does Orinda look different? No, wait, does she not normally have a crown? No, she normally has a crown on. And a scepter and a shield, right? Maybe not. If it's only possible to useful, I'm not going to choose it now. I'm going to reroll for Maid Chambers, which will be more directly useful, I think. At the moment. We can choose Lost and... I don't know, this is a really good time to choose... but we have no other... We have no other paths, so there'll be no other way. No, okay. I'm going to reroll it. I just made sure you notice this. You're good. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Maid Chambers, Maid Chambers, Maid Chambers. As great as Conservatory is. I think we lowered the main chambers as well down to the lowest rarity, so I think it's going to be very difficult for us to find it again. Okay, Conservatory is probably more useful. I don't know if Dormitory is not one of our useful rooms, is it? I don't think it is, but... Let me just double check the list. It's not. Okay, then I'm going to do Conservatory. We didn't find it, but we got Classroom 9, and that's exciting in its own right. Okay, which of these? Closed exhibit. I think that's fine as rare. Well, I don't know. We can get the crown from it, but I don't know if that crown's all that useful. Furnace, I'm okay. This can be rare. I don't like you, Furnace. I'm sorry to say. Rotunda, rare. I think it can be unusual. Because it's kind of useful. It's not the most useful, I would say. Yeah, it's pretty useful. It's a better passageway, isn't it? Maybe I should do that. No, I think unusual's fine for it. It's really expensive is a problem. Okay, there's nothing else for us to do here. Okay, so drafting studio is good. Arinda is fine. Is there anything else to do in this run? I think what I do want to do... I'm trying to think of a question which we weren't able to check. And the one I can think of is the history one. There's stuff we have print screened. I think we should also pay attention if there's anything in the classroom which we've yet to print screen for our notes. Because it's going to be difficult for us to get the classrooms again. Oh. There's probably not a lot we missed. Yeah, because we have that print screened. We have this print screened. This is fine. I just want to go back to the entrance hall to see what image is not displayed. And I also want to put the emerald bracelet away. Because I said... Yeah, that's Trinsdale. Ah! So this is finally why the postcard of Trinsdale is useful in the bedroom, is it? Okay, let's put away the emerald bracelet. Which I think is probably the most useful. Okay. Both Lost and Found and the Maid Chambers are equally useful now, but Lost and Found might not contain the necessary thing. Okay. I can read between the lines of that. That implies to me that one of the ways we can discover the name is from Lost Maid Chambers, and the other way is through Lost and Found, but we need a certain item. That seems weird. Wait, what other two we need to find out again? The chimney sweep and a maid. I have no idea what chimney sweep item would be useful. But we might as well toss a coin in here, why not? I don't think there's anything else to do in this run. I think that's fine. We actually got a lot of stuff discovered this run, so I'm not at all angry at it. Can you think of anything else that we might want to check out, Slime? Otherwise, I think we'll call it a day on this run. We'll spend some time working out the final answers for that blueprint stuff, but we also might carry it on into next week. But I don't think there's anything else left to even try on this run. No, I guess I won't call it a day, just in case with the 9 steps we need to make it back to a previous classroom or something. Let me just get Clip Studio Paint open. I don't think there's anything specific I'd want you to do exactly this run. I think that's fair, but I will keep it open just for now while we make our answer key for the final exam. Ow. So I just walked into my microphone. My drawing glove. Put my drawing glove on. Okay. So, unfortunately, the final exam is no longer with us. But that's okay. I think I remember most of my answers anyway. So it's in here. I think actually I won't put it in here. I'm going to temporarily put it in my MISC folder because that means it's high priority. So angel names, let's put that away. Final exam answers, here we go. So, question 1 is... Okay, this one, what did I put for this one? This one I'm pretty sure is red and Grand City of Fen. Or did I say Oris? And I said this because of a classroom. It's of two things. I will talk about, I suppose, why I said it. Why I believe this is the answer. But I believe this is the answer because of the outside room, the safe house. We know basically the route that he ended up taking. The route he ended up taking went north to Tanner Fork and then went northwest to, what's this one? Trinsdale, which means he must have started around 1, which is Orish Train Hall. And then, I don't remember why I said this, but this combined with a classroom hint made me think he was in... Oh, wait, yes. And then the safe house... I don't remember. One of these lines up with the map we see in grade 5 or something. Yes, okay, that was it. Because Mount Holly is up here in Reddington. And we know in the safe house, we're at Mount Holly, and we are here at 8. We're here at 8. So if he started around here, he started somewhere which was pretty southeast of where we are right now. And according to this map, Oris is kind of southeast of Mount Holly. So that's my justification. We're in Fen Aries, which we know is red. I'm pretty sure. Fen Aries is red. So, I actually wrote this down wrong, so good job me. We're in A, Oris, is my assumption. I don't know where a Grand City of Fen is, I'm going to be real. Maybe I should put this in a different colour if I'm not sure. Yeah, let's do a red-blue colour scheme. Where blue is, I'm not sure. Red is, I'm pretty sure this is correct. So I'm pretty sure we're in Fen Aries. But I don't know for sure we're in Oris, but it makes sense to me. Well, certainly for sure we're not in Arch Aries or Araja. Okay, next one. Okay, that's the wrong order. This one, what colour is most associated with hallways? This one's easy, this one's D, orange. Least patriotic, I'm pretty sure it was greenhouse in Kororika. Green and Kororika, because I think Kororika's orange, if I remember. We can just double check that. Yeah, Kororika's orange, green would be nuance. And then fruit gives +3. I'm pretty sure this is banana yellow. I guess I'll put this in blue because we'll just need to check next time we have a banana. Okay, this one. I'm pretty sure should be, I think it was 0, right? Because it was 5 minus 5 equals 0. 0 times 2 equals 0. 7. This one was 24. Sorry. A. 0. D. 24. Because it was... let's move this to the side. 5 times 2 equals 10. 10 plus 2 equals 12. 12 times 2 equals 24. 8. I don't remember what this one was, but 5 minus 2 equals 3. 3 by 5 equals 15. 15 plus 1 equals 16. 16 minus 5 equals 11. So it's B, 11. I don't remember this one off the top of my head, but 10 times 4 equals 40. 40 divided by 5 equals 8. 8 minus 4 equals 4. So this is B, 4. 10. 1 minus 4 equals minus 3. Minus 3 times 2 equals minus 6. Minus 6 add 7 equals 1. So this is B, 1. 11 is 3. Oh, minus 4 equals minus 1. Minus 1 times 8 equals minus 8. Minus 8. Minus 8 divided by 2 equals minus 4. Minus 4 add 5 equals 1. So that's also B, 1. This one I just know off the top of my head. This is A, carbon. 13. This one I'm pretty sure should be B, neon. I guess I'll look up a periodic table just to make sure, but I'm almost certain because this is the only other noble gas listed here. Periodic table. Helium, neon, yes. I know quite a lot of the periodic table off by heart, at least the first part, because we had to do it for whatever reason, we had to do that for a science lesson once in year 7. Okay, maybe I'll put the periodic table here. We don't need blueprints open anymore. Which is not a real element, CLL, because the others, I guess we can look them up just for confirmation. Because we have Mt equals Machnerium. We have HO, which is not herbinium, as I thought it was. It is something else. Holmium. And we have Y, which is yttrium. 15, I know this for sure. Ag is silver because of argent. That's why it's called that. I'm pretty sure. 16, clues. It's radon. Because uranium is U, carbon is C, and chlorine is Cl. Did you notice anything special in the answers for question 14? Mount Holly. Oh yeah, I did notice this one. I did notice that. I didn't say it out loud, I don't think so. With the top row, this is definitely 2B. This is hydrogen and helium. The only ones with 1 electron layer. Okay, this one's difficult. 18, this one was Morning Bay. We know this because of grade, whatever grade it's in. Grade 4 map. You can see Morning Bay. I just realised that this Fen here, FENN, that's a Grand City of Fen. I don't know why I didn't put that together till now. Okay. So we go 18 Morning Bay. How many cities are larger? Okay, this one we'll do in blue because I'm not actually sure. Are larger than Reddington. This is again using that same map. Only Fen and Oris are larger in size compared to Reddington. Actually, Colossus Orinda, that also looks larger. Now here's a question. I don't know how I'm meant to guarantee this. What are the answers? 2, 4, 5, 7. I'm not sure how I'm meant to know if the cities are larger. Do we have a way of knowing? Is there like a population written down somewhere? Whoa. Because my guess is both Fen and Oris are, because the names are written bigger, but I don't know if that's good enough to guarantee it. It's good enough at least for me to write it in blue as a shaky answer. I'll say that much, right? Which of these is not near Fen Aries? I'm pretty sure it was the Kororika. It's on a different continent. And we know this because of a deeper room. Kororika is all the way here in the west. Fen Aries is this. Not Orinda Aries, but still. Okay. Orinda Aries, Orindia. Which one depicts Arch Aries? We know this one for sure because we got the sigil. It's this one, which is directly north of Araja. Pretty sure it's Fen Aries. Because Kororika's on the other side, so it's more high, and Araja's at the south, so there's definitely something north of it. 24, where are we as we take this exam? I'm pretty sure it's B. We're in Mount Holly, for sure, which is near Reddington, which is in Fen Aries. We're definitely not in Oris, that's to our southeast. And Oris Reddington doesn't make sense as two cities. Okay. This one I'm pretty sure it must be Hay Bale. Bale and Ale. 25. This one we looked up, it was D, it was Jungle. 26. And this one is definitely C, Realize. Because we saw the postcard art of Trinsdale from the bedroom in the entrance hall. It's finally useful, that postcard. This one's definitely B. Oh, I didn't even write down the number. BI, which is Orindia versus Orinda. This one I saw in the exam, it was actually General Tuscan. But I got it wrong. But it was in... Which classroom was it in? It was in one of the history classes. This one. General Tuscan. So I definitely didn't get 100%, which is fine. 29. In which era? I'm pretty sure it must be 6th. Because they were built in 3rd. So you can't destroy them before they even exist. 30. How long did the Wars of 5th Era last? This was C22. This was also in the classroom. Quiz, I believe. 22 years. Okay. We're getting through most of these. Okay. Now this one, I don't know where we find out the first capital. I don't know. I assume it must be Grand City or Fen, but I have no reason to believe that. This one, I'm also not sure. It must be Nuance, probably because Nuance uses dirigibles. And 33, on the southern shores near what famous landmark? Well, there's Colossus Orinda, there's Royal Museum, there's Mount Holly. What are the options? Colossus Orinda, Mount Holly. Royal Museum of Fen is there. Well, I guess it must be Colossus Arinda. I don't know where Angel Tower is. But I'll put it in blue because I'm not sure. Oh no, but no idea. Angel Tower. I don't even know if I know what Angel Tower is. But that's fine. All of these are unsure. These I'm pretty sure on. So 34 should be D. 36, because it's 6 squared. 35 is minus 3 squared equals 9. 9 minus 3 equals 6. So I'm pretty sure this is also D6. 36 is 12 reversed, which is 21. 37 is 11 divided by 3, which is 3 and 2/3. 3 and 2/3 rounded up, which is 4. $38 is 4 squared equals 16. 16 out of 5 is 21. 21 times 2 equals 42. 42 minus 1 equals 41. 41 reverse equals 14. So that's A, 14. And then 39 is 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5. 2.5. Wait, what? I think this is different to what I worked out in the thing. 2.5 times 3, which is 7.5. 7.5 rounded to the nearest 10 is 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 times 6 is 54. 54 add 100 equals 154. 154 triple floored, triple ceilinged, is 200. So it's D 200. I hope I'm not getting these wrong. For house is C Hugh. 41. This is Newgate. Nerve equals new. Gate equals gate. 42. So this is tray equals tree. Then equals old. La equals not me. So that old tree is not old by it. Trey then is old, not me. La. Not old by me. A, yes. My tree's not very old. That one feels a bit more tenuous to me. Because that seems more like... Well, I guess it is the inversion of it, so yes, it could be... Because otherwise it'd be L is my tree is old. L tray then my tree is old. But it's just an inversion, isn't it? So I think that makes sense. I cannot see the tree trunk makes no sense. There's nothing to do with tree trunks in here. So I think it's this. I'm not going to write that out of a sentence. And I'm not an old tree. I'm pretty sure that makes sense. 43. So I'm pretty sure Jora's name. I think a new clue said this. I think Am is big. So I think it must be B. Maybe I'll put this in blue. This is something we'll check next time. And how would you use Talon and Rajan to count me out? L counto... What does vo mean? away. So it'd be me count away. That does seem like count me out. Oh, when paired with a verb can mean I will or won't. Irasian night is probably more like I don't speak Irasian. Oh, Irasian night. Les avez-lu. I don't even know what that means. Ali by itself is just... no, I guess. A lack of myself. I count away. It should be count le, if anything. Shouldn't it? Because I won't count le. It's definitely not A. We'll say A is... what does a Raja even mean by itself? Doesn't it mean something? I don't know. A Raja night. See, because B sounds like I will count away. I will count away. What does that mean? I don't know. C is leave Lu? What does Lu mean? And LE is just lack of myself. Of me. So it probably just means you. This probably means leave blank. There's a question mark. I think it's still B. I'm not convinced though. This one's a bit harder because it's like so long. I don't know what in means. Et. North, east, south. Et tray. East tree. Ajin. First north. East. Toward tree. Last south. Away from tree. That's pretty good. Ma'in. Small north. Et large east. Small tree. East south. I don't know, I think C's pretty good though. First north, east, towards a tree. South, away from tree. Yeah, I'm gonna go D. Sorry, not D, C. First, north, east, to tree. South, away, tree. Last, south, away, tree. That seems pretty good to me. But number 8, mathematically near perfect. Numerical perfection. What does a square of a square mean? Did you get a C on your exam? Well done. We don't know actually what we get in our exam results until the next time. This is me just working out what the answer would be for next time we take the exam. Revision, shall we say. So what does a square mean by itself added in that? Numerical perfection. Squared reversed. Squared rounded. Is this game basically just going back to school? It really, really isn't. This is only one small portion of it. I think it'd be more accurate to say it's like the most complicated chain of escape room puzzles in a row. And this is just one very, very complicated one too. I'm not sure what the perfect number 8 is though here, because none of these seem to equal 8 in my mind. Like, what does 8 in a square mean by itself? It's probably double squared. B is what? Rounded to the nearest 10, then squared, which is 100. This is probably squared and then rounded to the nearest 10, which would be 70. And this would what be squared 64th in reverse, so it'd be 46. Oh, it could be 46. Maybe we like 46. So we think A is double squared. Or it's cubed, maybe. Could be cubed. So it's, what's 8 cubed? 250? No. 512? 8 cubed? I don't know why I did it so close like that. Hold on. 8 cubed equals 512. Is that even right? Yeah, I think it is. No. Yes. B, I think, is 8 rounded to 10, then squared, which is 100. C, I think, is 8 squared and then rounded to the nearest 10, which is 70. And then D is 8 squared and then reversed, which is 46. I would guess D, just because room 46. But I don't know. Okay, I think those are all our answers. Not all of them are locked in for sure. But some of these are quite difficult to figure out if we have got them right or not. Oh well. I think that's pretty good for now. I'm not sure we're going to get much better than that. Okay, let's call it a day in blueprints. And then we'll get onto the drawing section. We'll be doing a nice December drawing for our thumbnail art. Okay, where's blueprints? Call it a day, call it. I'll bring it up as well, just so you can see the conclusion. A respectable campus. Nice. Save and quit. A long run there. We did an exam in the middle of it. I feel like watching others' exams before doing yours would be cheating though. Well, you know, practice papers and all that. It's just learning. Okay, title screen. We'll bring back some chill hop. We've got a new winter album, chill hop, which is quite nice. Befitting of a season. As I will make sure to quit out of blueprints. I will get Twitch open, change the thing, and we'll see if our art friends or art watchers will come in sooner or later. But otherwise, I'll see you in 5 minutes or so. I'm back. Hello, hello. Okay. Close the blueprints, notes. Have a stretch. So something was not accept a reply when I was caught cheating. Okay, maybe you shouldn't be doing it. Maybe you shouldn't be doing it with people's existing exams. At the beginning of this week, my left ear became inflamed. Oh no, at first day, even to the point where my hearing got impaired because it's covering up the airflow. But now I'm getting medication, it's getting better. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I certainly hope that, well, I'm glad to hear that it's getting better though. I hope it's not painful. Well, I feel like ear infections are one of the ones which definitely can be quite painful, right? Because there's something about it. I can't remember exactly what. I remember watching a video about it once. Oh no, wait, it was the other way around I was thinking of. Where someone had something with like, I don't think it was quite the tonsils, but somewhere in their throat which was like, had an issue, and then it affected their ears because it was like pressing on, oh, I still have blueprints open, I didn't realise. Pressing on the, what's that tube called? The era something tube. But I certainly hope it will recover quickly. Slime, and I hope it will not feel too bad for too long. Getting better. Good signs though. Okay, Christmas themed. Well, not Christmas, I guess December thumbnail art. It doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas. So last year we did a very Santa themed one. So what can we do this year? Let's figure it out. Let's see. Probably not do a bit of a fake brush for now. Was it always this dark with opacity? Maybe I'll go 80%. 100% seems a bit dark. Let's block out some thumbnails then. What'll be a fun idea? I don't want to go in the Santa direction again. What other elements of a Christmas spirit can we tap into? Maybe we could do something about... Let's think. I think reindeer's too big a similarity to last year's one. I think I want to do something of a more of a warm colour scheme, so maybe we should do something like inside like a log cabin. Or something like that. I'm not sure if I want to do a Christmas dinner. It seems like a bit too much effort. Christmas angel? That could be interesting. We could do like a winter aurora sort of thing. I don't know, that feels like a very similar vibe to a previous year. It was somewhat painful at some point, but tolerable. Now only as if I constantly had a silent earbud constantly in. Not awful, just slightly annoying. Okay. Not too painful. It's certainly good. The interesting sensation. I don't think I've ever had anything to that extent, I would say. So, you know, my sympathy, certainly. Hopefully the medication will work very quickly. The only thing I can think of, which I had is even vaguely similar, is like sometimes like my ear canal has been blocked and it's like, you know, you don't hear anything through it. Hello, MSMX. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I don't know the rest of that song. You're just in time, MSMX, to try and come up with December thumbnail art concepts. I did speak a little bit about it. I don't know how much you heard, but I was saying that I want it different from last year. Last year, if you recall, we did it was basically Santa. Basically say I'm down with a warm winter cabin vibe. I can see it. Like I think that would be nice. I heard that part of the time. I said, okay, fair enough. I won't catch you up on things. But I also think like there's a lot of different possibilities we could do. I think we could do a Christmas tree one. I'm trying to think of some examples, some things right now. We could do like a really sort of wholesome. I think wholesome is kind of like the vibe I want to. Wholesome and cozy is kind of a vibe I want to lean into. Yeah, just something very sweet, something very nice for D. So option number one I thought of. I'm not sure about this angle necessarily. I think this might be a bit of a boring angle. It's placing the star on top of a Christmas tree. I think this is a really boring angle. I don't think I'll do it from this angle. Hold on. I think if I were to do it, I think I would do it from like a top-down sort of angle. Oh man, I don't know about what it's gonna look. Maybe not that extreme. Maybe just something like this, and then we can have the star up here. And we have her hands. I don't know what her hands will be doing, but something like this. Carrying, who knows, what have yous. Christmas tree would be something like that. I don't know. I imagine D on a seat huddled up in blankets. I did actually have a thing. I think this is something I might have pitched last year as well, but then I didn't go for it because it didn't feel... I wanted to go for something more wintry. Thinking a pet in a lap for two. The cherish cat, I think that's an interesting idea. I was thinking, by the fire, hold on. Something like this. Like a campfire. Not campfire, sorry, fireplace. And it's just sort of like she's inviting you to cozy up next to her under the blanket, that sort of thing. Seems like something she would do. I can't think of what on earth his pose would look like though. Something like this. It's something you might see like in a visual novel. You get me? I cannot figure out this pose in a sketch. I think her head would probably be bigger. Maybe that's why it looks a bit weird. And this would be like a roaring fireplace or something. Now I think about it, this is not how blankets... Well, maybe blankets could work like that if it's under tension here. But it's just meant to look like really warm and cozy. Maybe even her legs are up like this or something. This angle is a bit weird because it looks like the, you know, the POV is like you're on the floor or something. This is how you know MSMX currently on a 5-stream streak. Congratulations. This is how you know the streak features new. My streak is way longer than this. Absolutely. Look, we don't care about the arbitrary numbers. The tracking system Twitch has implemented says we're here for, you know, the memories made thereof since. I do like the one of the idea of her sort of cozied up on a couch or something. I'm just trying to think of a good angle for it, to be honest. Maybe we could have her sort of like lounging. With like a cup of hot chocolate in her hand, blanket sort of vaguely draped over like this. And she's sort of just like I think I had to make it bigger. And like, okay, so the sofa's like here or something. And we can have like the Christmas tree here. We're gonna have like a fireplace sort of roaring here. You know, something like that. Or maybe we can combine these two. I do like the idea of cozy, warm on a couch. I think we can save a Christmas tree decoration idea for a different Christmas. POV, you're sitting on a couch next to D. I kind of want like a really wistful sort of look. Wait, we could go like really far with this, hold on. We go really visual novel style with this, hold on, what, she's leaning on you. We're fully going with a parasocialness of D. Dream country. Yes, feed into the parasocial nature of D. Not with me, but with D. In universe. Well, I think honestly it makes sense in universe if she's meant to be a celebrity, so. I think how this would work. I can't figure out this pose. Wait, this is a hard pose. You can't really see a lot of your shoulder. Okay. I need to look up a reference for this pose. This is an impossible pose. POV leaning on shoulder. POV cuddle? Oh, this is such a difficult pose. I'm determined to make this work now. POV pose leaning on shoulder. POV. Maybe there's no POVs because it doesn't look very interesting. And it's actually your point of view compared to how people use it is. Yes, it's a legitimate POV this time. No, maybe her arm won't come across like this. Maybe this arm would come from underneath. That sort of thing. I want her like leaning on your shoulder. Which I don't really know how to make that work. Hold on, maybe our shoulder needs to be like this. Her head. Yeah, why have I done it so far to the side? I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna work. Like, I can't frame it very well, is the problem. Okay, let me think. Hold on, maybe it would help if I drew the actual sofa in first. Like, because it depends how high an angle I want. I don't want a higher angle than this. Does this work? And her shoulder's behind because she's wrapped her arm. Something like this. And we'll have her hip out here. Okay, I think it's kind of working. Okay, well, we'll change the sofa angle slightly. Or angle it more like that, I think. I just think this framing's a bit weird though. No, I think I want more D than this mysterious person who's posing just for this photo shoot. Something like that. And I want... Okay. And then I want... like... a window out here or something. I don't know what we can put over here. I guess presents or something. Oh man, this is gonna be such a hard angle to draw. I think that's a concept we'll go with though. I can kind of see it, which is what we need. POV, someone laying on couch next to you. Is this too specific a thing to search in Google Images? Oh, this is a POV of being on a couch, which is almost what I want. What about POV snuggling on couch? Maybe this is it? It's just pictures of couples on a couch. This is not a POV at all. I'm surprised there's not more TikTok sort of, you know, like things based around this. Exploiting a parasocial nature. Right. I'm gonna use my sheer artistic ability to be able to make this work. Sharing a streak I think is new. I've been tracking for a long time already because channel point. If you have high, I don't know if 450 is pretty high, if that's what you mean. How many channel points does everyone have? Can you even do anything with channel points? I don't think I've enabled anything with channel points. I probably should. Is she kind of leaning against someone else? She's kind of leaning against you, dear viewer. You. That's the idea, at least. Ambiguous where you can self-insert yourself and thus develop an even 450 is a cap, but okay. Develop even stronger parasocial relationship to a character who does not exist. Yeah, it's got to be fake scenario. That's exactly, well, that's the way to put it. Fake scenarios on TikTok. I was like, there's no way this doesn't exist. I just don't know where to look for it. Yes, you can do something with channel points now. Whoa! You can highlight your message. That's kind of fun. I guess it's a bit pointless because most of the time I like to think I'm pretty decent at reading the messages. Not all the time. I sometimes miss them, but you know, we're not at a stage where I have any need to ignore the messages. You, yes, you. Quick, and I was going to draw a hand real quick, but it's a bit difficult. You. Okay, enough of that. Okay, but now it's definitely too small for her. So we do this. Okay, that seems pretty good for the skull. So what does my own shoulder look like from my perspective? Okay, I think her head will have to be huge in this for it to work. Is this what my own shoulder looks like? It's not really what my own shoulder. My own shoulder looks like this. Okay. What if I just trace over what my own shoulder looks like? I mean, it basically just looks like this, but really blurry. So she needs to be really big. So I think a lot of her head's actually going to be cut off, weirdly. Okay, I'm actually, this is a crazy thing, I'm dividing a rough sketch into two because I can't figure out what this body's going to look like. Like, okay, her neck will come down like this. No, it will probably be more like this, I think. So you actually won't see a lot of it. But she's going to have a crazy hip. So this is her torso. That doesn't seem big enough. It needs to be bigger. So, okay, this is her shoulders. Okay, we need things twisted. Okay, I got it. That's why it's not fitting in. I shouldn't twist it that way. I should twist it this way. Ever make it smaller, maybe. Or just, you know, POV, you have big shoulders. I guess I can lock a little gremlin with this. Wait, only for 24 hours. Never mind. We'll save that for like raids and stuff. I have a lot of points though. I think they mean 450 is the max it can give you at once or something. Oh. No idea. What do other channels do for point rewards? I think his shoulder actually should probably drop a bit. That's probably why it looks a bit weird. Something like this, maybe? Does this look cozy? I think this kind of works. This is a tough angle. Something like that. This is hard. If is the max you can give per streak. Oh, I see. Remember to stretch, hydrate, switch your theme. Because you didn't switch your theme this time. The theme? What theme am I meant to switch? Stream topic. Oh, I didn't click done. Did I not click done? I typed it in for art and I forgot to click submit it. Yes, we're going with this parasocial. Such is a way of her idol-like life. We're doing a thing where people type in a comment, it should have been me. That's how I imagine we're kind of like, we're really fleshing out Dee as a character here. This is the kind of life I imagine she lives. Okay, I've hopefully switched the topic now. What the heck? Oh, I was using an eraser. That's not a lasso. I don't know if this makes sense. This doesn't make sense. You would have to be so... You would have to be, like, on the ground for this to make sense. Okay, hold on. We can't do this. Not like, while going. Make a copy of this. It needs to... She needs to be sitting up, sort of. Like... I cannot think how this would work. Oh my god, this is such a hard pose. I'm trying to think. Hold on. Okay. Here. Oh, this is so difficult. It's so funny flashing out a character. I watched Steve for the plot. Yeah, don't watch my streams for my conversations on my commentary or my entertainment. No. We watch it for the fictional character, fictional world plot we're building here. And we gotta do like the smoothest Christmas songs possible. Put up Santa Baby. Santa Baby, I've been a really good girl, too sweet. I don't know the lyrics to this song. I guess you could have her head in your lap. I'm trying to figure out what angle would make this make sense as a POV. I think this extends out too far. That's like a different pose altogether. But I think she can at least. We need to have it like looking down slightly. Maybe that's why. Maybe this needs to be twisted slightly. Shrunk. Hold on. Erase this all. Make it even more extreme at angle. It would be a different head angle if it's from a lap, yeah. I also don't think you'd see a lot from a lap. Like, at the end of the day, this is meant to focus on D. So, I'm not too big a fan of that. I think we'll do this, and we'll just sort of shift the ears across slightly. I think that probably works. We're doing awfully for time, but that's okay. So be it. Hold on. What angle am I? What pose am I even trying to do here? Like this? This? I'm trying to like do it myself. That's probably why I need everything to rotate. That's why I did this initially. It would be Santa Baby isn't even as bad as I thought it was, much less innuendo than I thought. Still a little cringeworthy. I think it's like, it's so cheesy, it's so on the nose. But I just sort of go, ah, fair enough. You want to have a sexy, sultry Christmas song? Why not? Okay, I think this kind of works. I'm trying to think where the sofa would be in all this. But this is looking a little bit better. Yeah, I'm a bit happier with this angle. I do think actually her shoulders will probably be a bit more twisted. So I'm not even sure if you'd see the shoulder. So I want it to kind of follow this line of action. So what her bust would be here. I think maybe it's twisted too much. I gotta remember that we're basically looking at it from this angle. So maybe it being twisted's okay. Like we're looking down at her, that's the idea. And then the hips come up to the side. So the sofa's like this, I think. In the background, we'll probably put the end of it here just for framing purposes. Does it even make sense? I'm not sure. Something like that, maybe? I don't know. May bring up something to say even though you're still busy, because may leave early again. Let me remind myself of Music Week stuff. Go for it, go for it. Say what you wanna say. And da 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 da, I wanna see you be brave. Actually, I might replace this. Let's put a fireplace over here. Why would you put the fireplace perpendicular to your sofa? I don't know. But we're doing it because it's cozier. Say what you wanna say. Oh man, what angle is this gonna be at? It's gonna be on the floor, so you'll see it. Okay, then it's gonna... Oh man, it's gonna be like this. I wanna see you be brave. Let's make a fireplace bigger. I don't know why I made it so small. Now, where's our arm gonna go? I'm not sure. If anything, the viewer's arm needs to go around her, right? Oh man, I'm gonna look at this and be like, what the heck am I drawing? Like, it's impossible to understand. Do I want her looking at the viewer, or do I want her just eyes shut? Maybe I want her eyes shut. Or like half drearily open. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Okay, you only upvoted my hero round submission since last time. Last Man in the World by Band Camino. Probably don't remember that though. I don't remember. I'm sorry to say. Say what you wanna say. Let's see, MSMX. Oh, did too much. Last Man in the World. I feel like I vaguely remember it. I don't remember it well enough. I'm sorry to say. Because I remember looking at that album art and I remember liking it, at least. I just can't remember now what it sounded like. You know what? I should rotate her hips around more, like this. Maybe that'll make it easier. Have it go down like this, basically. Actually, her arm doesn't need to go. Your arm doesn't need to go around. Because we can have her hand like this. Like she's cuddling like this. I think that seems pretty reasonable, right? This is an indecipherable rough sketch. Okay, we gotta move to a refined sketch now because I have no idea what's going on here. Okay. Some of it is decipherable, at least. I'm not saying you got to outfit anything lower, I'm just interested in how you think if it stood out enough, I guess. No, that's fair, that's fair. I didn't mean to insinuate that's what you were saying. I don't know why I always start with a nose when I draw head. like a sleepy look. Okay, oh my god. Why did I draw this pose? To challenge myself, I will tell myself. Either way, one of the few rock acts I'm strong on, the other one well known or softer. I got a little bit Paramore and solo Hayley Williams in my playlist too, both new though. Bit Paramore. I don't know a lot of Paramore songs, except for, of course, Misery Business and Hard Times. Which are both good songs. I like both of them. Hard times, da 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 da, hard times. I think his eye's too high up, actually. It should be even bigger. It's basically meant to be coming at you. Does this look right? Oh, this is such a hard angle. So I don't want to cut off too much of her ears. I guess it's fine. Find body, which we'll do on a separate layer, because otherwise this is too much. I think I might be too high up. Does this make sense? It's really hard to tell. So do you want her to basically have a twist in her body? Enough that you can see sort of like her tail poke out a little bit, I guess. But you'd have to twist quite a lot for that, I think. That's probably too much. Maybe I just had to set it where you probably can't see her tail. Let's get rid of some of these tangents just by sort of shifting everything up a bit. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Good about I remember how they both sound to. Should dig into her catalogue at some point. Also, Willow Smith is actually pretty good. A lot of genres, but she had an alt-rock punk bass. I don't think I've listened to any of her songs since I whipped my hair back and forth, like 2 decades ago. Not 2 decades, a decade ago. So some songs on the album Coping Mechanism. I'm not sure if it looks right at the angle of the hips. Don't really see the couch surface yet. I think that's fair. Because I think inevitably I'm going to basically have to cheat the perspective on this. Because I don't think I can fulfill a requirement of having D be mostly visible and also having the perspective quite make sense. So that's okay. If I had to cheat for perspective, I had to cheat for perspective. Such will be an inevitability. Oh, maybe we can make it in the same continuum as the marriage universe. The D-verse, we're extending a different timeline compared to a different one. I do think our hand should probably be a bit bigger though. And I do think this is a bit of a boring place for our arm. I'm not really sure where else to put it though. Oh, I wasn't sure you even remembered with my hair. I do. It was a meme when we were back in school. Like, I'll whip my hair back and forth, I'll whip my hair back and forth, I'll whip my hair back and forth, I'll whip my hair back and forth. That's all I know of it. I just kept thinking she's on her knees here, or at least on one knee. If I do the refined background, it'll be a bit easier to see. She's lying down on a sofa, an invisible sofa, which extends out probably like this actually, now I look at it. I want a comfy sofa, I don't want it to look like this. I guess I'll figure out the sofa design next time. But yeah, she's on like a couch cushion, like this. or multiple couch cushions. Actually, maybe it should be a bit smaller, the couch even. Should probably be a bit further away. Oh, wait, I am doing this in the wrong colour. Where's my red for the background? And then I was gonna have her feet sort of just pop out here. Well, I think maybe for clarity, maybe I should have her... Maybe not that leg, maybe this leg can... So this one's extended out. Oh my god, I hate this perspective. Extended out this way, and her leg sort of is going like this across. And her foot goes out like this, maybe? Already committed, yeah, so already way too committed to this. This is... I mean, this is definitely one of the most challenging angles I think I've drawn for thumbnail art. But I don't back down from an artistic challenge. I just don't know what to do with her other hand. There's like no good place to put it. Like, I guess I could put it like against her own body like this. Maybe that will sell the shape of it a bit more. But I think like if it was in reality, right, she'd probably like have it just sort of draped. I think her shoulder's probably here. It'd probably come out like this, I think. And then conveniently off screen, so I won't have to draw her hand. Ooh, genius, genius. And also so it doesn't block a lot of her body. I think that's fine. Okay. Okay. Oh, Tannenbaum, oh, Tannenbaum. I don't know why I've got D still up here, this reference. I think I'll change quite the framing, so less of a ground is visible. I do want the tree to be a bit bigger though, so probably I'll have a tree just take up that entire space. Yeah, I think that works, okay. And then this stuff probably should be in refined foreground, if anything. To differentiate. Oh, I haven't even done her clothes. I haven't even done her clothes. Oh man. I didn't even think about that. I don't know what this person will be wearing. If in doubt. Let's see. Okay. This is fine. Do I want to merge these? I think I'll keep them separate as now, and we'll do refined clothes. I guess she could be wearing something kind of simple, to be honest. Something cozy. I mean, what would Dee wear? She would almost only wear like an off-shoulder thing like this. I don't know, wintry... Hold on. Wintry vibes. I'm thinking cable knit turtleneck. Which is impossibly difficult to draw from this angle. Can we even have a heart-shaped cable knit? Oh no, you can. You can have heart-shaped cable knits. They don't look like that. They look like this, don't they? They look like plaits. I think I actually drew her bust too big. This doesn't look right. Yeah, I think the clothes probably aren't too important because we can't see a lot of them. I think the only important things, let's keep the hearts going here. Keep that going, and then maybe we'll get the implication that there's another heart cable knit down this side as well. Maybe she'd just be wearing leggings, I don't know. Nothing crazy. Barefoot? Maybe. Warming up her feet by a fire? I can see that. I can't really see earrings here, unfortunately. I think actually this is probably something which we need like this, and to make even bigger in a way. I want to do something. She can't be just wearing nothing interesting. Wait, I forgot you knew the German Christmas tree song. I do. Oh, wait, sorry. When I was on the topic of themes and aesthetics of music, I wanted to do icy winter themes, but it's like the middle of summer or something. Lol. I forgot you knew the Christmas tree song. I think a family member wanted to hear German classical Christmas music for some reason, so I created a Spotify AI playlist for that. There's no such thing as a busty thing. Well, D is meant to be quite small-chested, so tight leggings and a sweater. Yeah, I feel like that's a very classic thing. It feels like a bit boring though. Are we going to farther and doing the kind of thing that shows a shoulder? See, I was thinking that. The thing is, you can't really see her shoulder. Because I was like, are we going to do something which fits the vibe? Which I think we want warm and cozy. Or are we doing something like D would? I mean, because D would wear it off shoulders. Let's be real. I mean, she could be doing a halter top sweater. I guess I could see that. That's a plausible thing. Maybe I'll do a halter top sweater. We gotta do like a nice mix between warm and cozy and also flirty, right? We want girlfriend material. That's what we want. Nah, I don't know. I think we can do warm and cozy. I think let's not do off shoulder. Not this time. We've done so many of things like that, you know. We want warm, fluffy, cozy. If anything, I'm tempted to put a blanket over her somewhere. But I can't really think where or how that would work. But I will spice up her leggings at least a little bit, because otherwise they'll be a bit too boring. So I think I'll give her like fluffy ended leggings. Maybe I'll give it a fluffy like middle part as well. Christmassy. I want to do something with ear accessories, I think. So I think we'll do like fluffy bauble things like this. Or maybe we can just do fluffy ones in general? No, that's probably a bit too busy. I could do a bow. Not sure how I feel about that. It was just such an indecipherable sketch. I'm looking at. We're thinking cozy and sexy for the Sims. It's true. We can do a more fan servicey one next time. This is different. This is the sort of thing where it's like, oh whoa, crazy. She can do. I don't know. This is like POV ASMR. You and your I don't know, dear girlfriend cozy up next to a fireplace or something. So I'm going too far down this rabbit hole. But this is like such a dystopian world I built for D. I'm so sorry, D, that I've given you such a weird world. I was like, let's take all the worst parts of, you know, parasocial sort of nature and like inject it into one character. Why not? To be fair, I think she probably does like her universe story. Like I have multiple different characters and stories. I think her story, not her story particularly, but the story that she's in is probably more of a tragedy story. So I think it does work pretty well. I will say no more because it is still up in the air exactly. I'm trying to deliberate in my head how it goes. Say that she's included here somewhere. That sounds like an April 1st sort of video to do. What's going on here? I have no idea what this is. Let's remove it. I need to be careful about this because this is some crazy tangents. We need to shift everything over, I think, slightly. This tangent's too much. Okay, there we go. No, I just gave you an idea. Don't worry. The ideas have been burning for many a time already. Okay, let's make us more parasocial. She'll be looking at you, why not? Have a smile. I will feed her parasocial nature. Fall in love with his fictional character. Yeah, I hope a lot of ideas in this universe she at least has input in. Yeah, and I would say so. I think, you know, like, because all stories, I suppose, exist in my mind in a perpetual state of multiple times, right? You know, the start of a story, the end of a story, the resolution. I think it's a story which has a happy ending, but I think there's a disaster and tragedy in the middle. That's probably how I'd put it. Because all the other stories I have are quite sort of like... I thought about this a lot, actually. Of like what genres these stories would be a part of. And I think Dee's story would be... I'm trying to think, what other fan fiction tags? Angst? Drama and angst or something. If anyone knows what Bandori follows a Bandori stories, I'd like to think of it as in a similar vein as Ave Mujika's story. I mean, not quite that story arc, but similar sort of vibe. And then it would incorporate all the other little sonas I have for different art mediums. Because, spoiler alert, oh, all their stories are tied together. So I don't know when this would come in. This would probably... Some of them will probably be after the happy resolution, some would be during, before, etc, etc. It's up to you, I suppose, to place them. Just like we build Legend of Zelda timelines. Okay, I think this works. I think it's reasonably clear what's going on now. Ave Musica's a rock band? Yeah. They're an anime like rock band. I actually submitted one of their songs for the Musically, for the villain one. That was my one. Symbol 1 Fire. Yes, there are also characters in Mang Dream. But I would say that basically their story arc, like all the others are quite, like the first like Band Dream story arc is like sort of them like their band rising up, and the second one is more like trying to resolve differences or something. Ave Musica's is probably what I would say is like, it's like a reverse story arc. Like rather than like starting from nothing and rising up, it's like starting from the top and like the catastrophic fall. That's kind of the vibe. What time is it? Okay, we're doing awfully for time. Let's do shading. I forgot how far behind we are. Oh, what the heck? There we go. I should probably not do that. Shading. Okay, let's I'll have to do D on a separate layer to the background. I simply must. Oh, I have realised that I didn't draw any of her markings in. I kind of forgot. So where do these thumbnail arts come in the grand canon of D? Who knows? Who knows? Well, I know, but you don't. Someday I'll write these stories. Instead of just vaguely alluding to them. I don't know, but there's, I watched a really interesting video about from Super Bunny Hop about fictional stories which don't exist, or like video games which don't exist, and like art and stuff which is produced from them. And I feel like that's, in some ways, that's basically what I'm doing. But someday I do want to actually make them like actual reality. Actually, I don't know if I want lipstick on her. We'll see. Remember, we're going for girlfriend material here. The sort of thing which people comment, like she posts to Instagram and people comment like wife, 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 wife. In-universe IPs and medias. Yeah, and like the first video he did was super fascinating. It was basically entirely about fictional video games where like there's whole things and creations around them, but the video game doesn't actually exist. So like a fake dungeon crawler complete with like strategy guides and like discussion and stuff around it. And I was like, what a fascinating concept. Which I have unknowingly been doing for like forever, really. Because I guess that's kind of like what all of these ideas are before you actually turn them actually into something. Is it just conceptual thoughts and ideas? Why? Oh, I forgot this. Yes, there we go. Okay, then we'll do background shading. Is probably too dark. That is probably too light. Sorry if you're saying anything, I'm like locking in at the moment. Okay. Let's see. Lost a little bit because I listened to Black Bat Symbol. It goes hard. I like rhythm changes. I like that song a lot. Like I really like Abe Michika's stuff, to be honest. What the heck? Yeah, because a lot of her Bang Dream stuff is really nice. Like, there's a lot of, like, I think, hidden gems and stuff like that, but I'm just like, you know, it's difficult to share it in a lot of situations because it's like, not all of it is that good, and not all of it is, I think, and it certainly needs a certain appeal. Because there were some other ones I was going to submit from other anime things, and I was like, no. Like, at the same time, while I want to show other people, like, interesting songs like this, at the same time, it's like a, you know, you got to know your audience at the same time, right? That's why, like, I really want to submit a Love Live song just because it would, like, complete the trifecta of, like, things which I used to, anime sort of things I used to listen to. But I don't have a good Love Live song to submit yet. Oh, I just erased all that makeup I just drew. So I'm still trying to figure out what one I can submit. This is a good place where you can go wild. You said you went into metal, like at least not heavy metal. I think that's very dependent. Like, I think it goes back to the thing where it's like, it depends if I have a story associated with it or not. And I think with Abe Michika, even though I haven't actually watched the anime, I need to. I've heard it's really good. I at least vaguely know the story, so it's easier for me to make that sort of association with it. But yeah, I think one thing about the anime sort of stuff, which I'm just like, this is why I'm like hesitant for sharing some of them, is because a lot of the time they do it like as their character, right? And for whatever reason, anime, they love their squeaky high-pitched voice girls. So you just get like some characters who sing like in a relatively normal voice. I mean, you'll just have someone just like sing in a cartoonishly anime high-pitched voice, and I'm like, you know, if it was just like a more normal human voice. I'm not saying there aren't people out there with cartoonishly high squeaky voices, of course, but you know, I think it's sometimes it gives a wrong impression. Especially when like I'm trying to go for a song with a certain vibe. Because actually, I'll say this. I was considering doing for the Obsession week a Love Live song called No Exit Orion, which is the only way I can describe it is it's basically a yandere song. But the voices in it are like so like 2 of the 3 voices are like so squeaky cutesy. I'm just like, I think it's going to give a wrong impression. Like, it's not going to sound like that sort of psychotic obsessive. It's just going to sound cutesy, especially because most people aren't going to know the lyrics or whatever's going on, which is totally fair. Like, I don't expect people to look up the lyrics all the time in different languages, which is why I try and give like a little excerpt. Okay, there you go. I think the only shading thing I would do is do this, so you can actually more clearly see her smile. What the heck? Where? Oh, this is highlights. But No Exit Orion is definitely one of my favourite Love Live songs, and it's very much obsessive. You cannot escape, you cannot escape. I can be the only one inside your eyes. You cannot escape, you cannot escape. Stay with me. Something like that. Yeah, exception to rule, the sound works with the story. What's on? Orion. No Exit Orion. Fronton? Yeah. That's it's actually worked out a lot better than I thought it would. The most simp-worthy one yet. But yeah, No Exit Orion. Like, I was gonna do... I was considering this one for Obsession. I was considering another song called the Tailor Shop of... and I can't remember how it goes. And Eno Bizcara or whatever? That doesn't sound right. Eno Bacula. Something like that. But I'm like, those ones are both like quite lyrical. Obsession ones, which I'm like, I'm not sure if it gives the concept as well. Because the first one, like the Tailor Shop one, just sounds like a traditional Japanese song, but it's only like the story it tells, which is actually quite obsessive. And No Exit Orion's like, I kind of can see it, but like also, like, I think it kind of, you can hear it in the music, but I think the voices makes it sound more like a cutesy, like melancholic like love song or something instead, when really it's all about like, I'm gonna keep you here where you can't escape, you can't run away from me. Which is crazy, by the way, lyrics.冬の星座よ私に力をください。出口のないオリオン座であなたを誘って。二人きりの夜空で声を確かめたい。他に誰か必要なの私以外は。When you went for was a good choice. Yeah, like... No, don't get me wrong, I love Otome Kaibo. I think it's a more generally, like, I think it's a one where I think the sound reflects what it's going for better. Its sound is much more clearly just like a, oh, you know, hedonistic, let's go, whatever. And I also think it's something which would probably appeal to people more. As I say, like, I'm like, I have a bit of a hesitancy to submit a song if it's like, oh, squeaky anime girl voice in it. I'm like, I can't see that going down so well. And I have other options. If I didn't have any other options, maybe I'd be a bit more hesitant, but I knew Otome Kaibo. Well, I like that song a lot, so. Otome Kaibo de asobo yo, doki doki shitai ne na 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 na. Really high song. Not my filter, I did a filter cut it out. That's so funny. Yeah, it's a crazy high song, so. Yeah, I love that song. It's definitely one of my favourite Vocaloid songs. I'm trying to think of what other songs I was considering submitting. Yeah, totally understand. Shout out to actors that can sing in character voices. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, it's incredible. Like, I think a thing which boggles my mind, especially because it happens a lot in voice acting, is that I'll find like two characters like who have like share the same voice actress or actor, and it completely boggles my mind that not only are they the same person like behind the scenes because they sound so different, and even like the tone and vibe that they give off is different, but then like obviously a lot of the anime things which I participate in have a musical element. They sing in that song, they sing in that voice as well, and still sound completely different. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm trying to think of a good one. Like, there's one. Yeah, Miles Penny does that too. That's also true. Who's? I'm trying to think who their singing voices. Actually, there's not too many shared singing voices now I think about it. Like, what? There's Rainbow Dash and Applejack are both Ashley Ball. Remember that. And there's. You might be like, oh, what about Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie? Andrea Libman. Not so quick. Andrea Libman only does the singing voice of Fluttershy. It's Shannon Chan Kent who does the singing voice of Pinkie Pie. Except for the one song, Cranky Doodle Donkey, which I think is Andrea Libman. Kazumi Evans, actually Princess Luna and Rarity are the same. But that one I think is a lot more visible. They give quite similar vibes. But no, there's one which is in Project Sakai. I think this is right. Is the voice actress for Minori, who's basically this like super squeaky like girly girl character, but she shares the same voice actress as a character in Umemusume called Orfevre, who is basically like this like tyrant, like I'm not going to take your nonsense, sort of really grand, over the top like pompous character. And it's crazy that they're the same, and she sings in their voices. Haven't watched a lot of Pinkie Pie. Sounds the same when singing. Yeah, Shannon Chan Kent has done a really good job. I think like with Kazumi Evans, like you can tell it's not quite the same because the accent sounds different. IMO. But Shannon Chan Kent like blew my mind. Oh, there's another one. Hold on, Rebecca Schwache. She's a singing voice of both Sunset Shimmer and Twilight Sparkle. That one I think you can hear like a lot. IMO. Again, no shade to voice actresses, they're fantastic. But yeah, what other songs of Music League have I considered? There's like, I so want to get a Love Live song in. I just don't know what Love Live song I could get in. I haven't watched a lot of MLP, but it sounds the same to me. Yeah, no, don't worry. I understood what you're saying. Oh, actually, for the question song, Because I couldn't think of a song which has a question for a long time. I was going to submit a Love Live one, but I was like, there's no way I can submit it. This has like the squeakiest voices possible. It's a slow, sad song. People are going to listen to it and be like, this sucks. Well, not this sucks, but like, it's not my thing, which is fair. And I'm like, I literally have already submitted like 2 sad anime songs. I've got to do something more upbeat for this. But I was going to submit a song called, what's it called? Yorozora, what's it called? Yorozora ni nandemo Yozora wa nandemo shiteru no. That's it. Which means, does a night sky know anything? Everything? Does a night sky know everything? It's a really cute, sad song. There's a goosebumps around if that word right. I don't know. Like, I feel like I could probably think of better goosebumps sounding songs. But this one was the closest because I was like, I cannot think of another song which has a question in it. Until I thought of Loveka. But yeah, I really want to get a Love Live one in, but I don't know what Love Live song would make sense to submit. Oh, maybe I could do a Guilty Kiss song. That's actually a good idea. Or one where you need an animal in the title. Is that one? No, Beast Intentions. I'm actually really tempted to submit a My Little Pony song as well, but I don't know which one I would submit as well. Love Live and My Little Pony. They're the 2 like media properties I've not submitted a song for, which I do have very specific niche knowledge over. But the thing is, I don't know what My Little Pony song I'd even submit. The only opportunity I think I would have had would have been Open Up Your Eyes for the villain song. And that is technically one I could do for unconventional festivities. Maybe I'll do that. Because it is one of my favourite My Little Pony songs. But it's so random. But if I can't think of a better one, maybe I'll go for it. But Love Live actually, I need to look up Guilty Kiss songs because Guilty Kiss is a fantastic. I think it's a bit more not broadly appealing, but I think it does a better job at doing some much more sort of things which can hook people in at first glance. If only there was like a round which is like super cutesy songs or something. I can't imagine anyone enjoying it except for me. But I gotta have some cat jam worthy stuff, yeah. Guilty Kiss has a lot of good stuff. Oh, Guilty Night, Guilty Kiss. That's a cat jam song right there. That's something I want playing in clubs. Guilty Kiss. Guilty Night. You're calling, guilty kiss, you and me under the starlight. Guilty night and we'll go into morning. That's an English translation. I should probably sing it in Japanese. Guilty kiss, you made me die in one night. Guilty kiss, sorry, I got so yo. Guilty kiss, you better da 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 gonna something kirei sa. Guilty kiss, you made me die in one night. Oh, Shadowgate to Love, that's a fun one. Da 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 da, dare demo mieru wake janai no yo, elana anata. No, that's not about it. Sato shiyoka, watashi to anata, ura to omotte no, muju no kakaete koi ni kawaru no yo, kierenai you soon. Something like that. Okay, Donuts, finally up today. May only be there for a bit. Oh no! Okay, run out 1 minute ad break. I forgot that we need to actually round off his stream. Okay, Donuts. Tail reveal, not clickbait. What does that even mean? How long have I been going for? Can I see? 1 hour. I'm probably going for more. Who only streams for 1 hour? That's fine. We'll start a raid. I know we've wanted to raid him for a while. I mean, I may be there for a bit. It's a snake tail, obviously. That's cool. Makes me even more motivated to someday do my actual live 2D, 3D thing. I'll say my thank yous now, and then I guess I'll sing for the last 30 seconds or whatever. So, thank you for coming along. Hope we see each other next week. The December plan is, I'm pretty sure I will stream next week. And I think the week after, I think there's only going to be 3 streams this December. I will almost certainly not be streaming on the 28th. I might stream on the 4th of Jan, depending. Is January a 5-week? No, January's a 4-week. But if not, I will actually probably have more time, so I'll probably do a catch-up drawing stream if I need to. So there might be a random pop-up stream somewhere. I don't know where though. But what else? I don't know. Shadow Gate to Love. What other Love Life? Oh, my favourite Love Life song. Mate te ai no uta. The song of a waiting lover. Love that song. Don't know what on earth I could submit it for Music League though. I'll give you a small rendition of these last 3 seconds. Mate te ai no uta. Da 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 da. I don't remember the lyrics. Da, da. Okay, 3 seconds. Bye everyone. Take care. Thank you for coming along. Okay. Stop the stream. Is it live? It is live. Okay, I'll stop recording now.